the.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, do y'all hear us?
Yo.
Do y'all hear us? Listen, we have some breaking news. Omar had to make a decision today between AMP and Let's Keep It a Buck.
Doing
you see who he picked. You see who he picked, Chad.
Yeah,
shit crazy out here, Chad. Honestly, like you think that like you got me on the sick day, pulling up, sounding half dead. I'm gonna be lively for y'all, but niggas gonna be niggas. What can I say, bro?
I can't even say facts because people will clip that. Allegedly.
Shit is fucked up, Chad.
Yeah, man.
It's funny because people thought we was joking with the whole, hey, bro, we trying to turn this into something profitable. We gonna have to make decisions. Y'all niggas thought we was joking. Decisions were made today.
GG's.
No 2-week notice though. Crazy.
Yeah, just no call, no show.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't even have said that.
No call, no show. That's wild.
Definitely gonna hear about that one in the group chat. Fuck.
Listen,
Oh, well.
I guess the show must go on.
I told niggas I was sick, bro. Fuck.
Look. Today, the theme of the pod, I guess, is we're gonna be predicting every NBA team's future.
Yes,
We're
sir.
starting with the Western Conference today. Yeah, that's pretty much it. First of all, let me say what's up to y'all real quick. Already a super chat, man. I saw
God
breakdown.
damn.
Where is Daddy at? Who's Daddy though?
Hey, no cap.
Who's Daddy?
Where your pops at, man?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Where's
crazy.
the pops, nigga?
Let me do the intros real quick. Listen, we are the best podcast in the land. No
Awesome.
features needed.
Talk to him.
No features needed.
Shit, no
You can say
co-host
that
needed.
again.
shit, no co-host needed. We just do this. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to the iTunes people. Shout out to the Spotify people. Shout out to the Facebook people. I see you in the chat. I see you in the chat, man. Look at him with your
I mean, yeah.
COVID vaccine. He's vaccinated up. It's on his profile picture.
He
Good
will
shit,
receive
man.
a lot of
Imagine
DMs
that
because of
being a
man.
flex. We're at a time where
Bezos
vaccines
gonna
are
make a bunch of
flex.
Benjamin. You stupid idiot! Oh man.
Listen, shout out to y'all. Another episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. Shout out to the 189 people. Become a member, man. Become a member. The Discord is becoming lit by the day. We've been playing Among Us the last 2-3 days as a group. Been doing a little bit. They might do a movie watch party tonight. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy out here, man. So become a member. Go ahead and leave us a 5-star on iTunes. Y'all know what to do. But how is everyone doing? Sage Omar, Sage and Damo. How are you doing?
Chad, that's how much nigga. That's how little I'm respected around here.
Nigga can't stop thinking about him. Well, I'm actually not feeling too well, but you know it is. I gotta thug this shit out. Probably do the streamer thingy on my own channel for like 20 minutes, just showing people, keep the streak alive. And then after that, I'm knocking right back out, bro.
Oh, who is this?
Oh my God!
Is it a wild Omar?
This AMP Omar?
Stop.
Listen. Red table talk time.
Oh my God!
What's going on?
Red table talk time. What you mean?
What's going on?
What happened, man?
Why'd you leave us, man? Why'd you leave us?
What happened, man?
Listen, bro, and I'm glad we're doing this on a pre-show. I feel like the payouts aren't good enough on here.
Okay.
Sage is the only one with do-rags. Y'all know I've been asking for do-rags and shit. I definitely don't like Damo yelling all the time. And Bezos, when I call, sometimes you don't pick up. I don't know who you're on the phone with, but it's definitely not important to me. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, Hoop Concessions is way better than us. So after we go live, this is the last time I'm going live. Let me know when we going live.
Well,
we're live.
We have been live for 5 minutes.
Hi, chat. This is AMP Omar. This is what he does, chat.
Crazy.
True colors.
We told them you had to make a choice, and you made the wrong one.
True colors. GG's.
I ain't gonna lie. Fuck chat. We don't get enough super
Chat,
chats anyway.
This
Chat.
is who y'all were calling daddy. This is who y'all was asking
Chat.
for. This nigga said, "Fuck y'all." That's crazy.
Chat.
And that's fine, and as they should. But it is what it is. Listen,
Chat.
let's get this started for one last time. I don't know. Have you introed or anything like that? Like, are you gonna let me do my job? You on my dick?
I had to, bro. You're 5 minutes in. I ain't gonna lie. It was getting weird.
That's crazy. You just
It
did
was getting weird.
You did the music and everything?
No. I gave them the become a member type shit. You know what I'm saying? I know how you do it.
Yeah, your shit.
The
is
Apple,
probably
the
corny,
5-star
but-
reviews part.
Yeah, did you say 5-star reviews? Did you slander Spotify?
We
I
did
told
not
them to
say
give us
that.
5-star reviews.
I ain't gonna lie. That shit was weak, but whatever. We knew you was gonna do that weak ass shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. We knew you was gonna do that dumbass. We knew you was gonna do that whack ass shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I wasn't worried about that. Hey, listen, guys, gals, and everything in between. We don't discriminate out here. We are doing something a little bit differently. We're gonna go ahead and what the fuck? Why is this like this? We're gonna do a 3-year prediction pod. This is a 3-year prediction pod. We're going to look at the NBA teams with a 3-year lens. We're going to look down into the future as much as possible, see where these teams project to be, talk about some of the drama outlines, talk about some of the interesting stories or developments or things that these teams have to face in the future. A couple rules for this. Honestly, it's only one rule. We'll take the Spurs, for example. We think that Greg Popovich in the next 3 years will retire. If we decide on, or if we come to a conclusion that, hey, Mark Jackson is going to take that coaching position, Mark Jackson can't get any other coaching positions in the NBA. That's just how it works. He can only be on one team in this example. And the other rule is just have fun. Hey, guys, if I say that given 3 years, Zion will be a bust, it'll be a bust. Like, let's just have fun. But if you feel like we're wrong in something we're saying, if you feel like we're wrong, because I had a lot of, Omar, you're wrong about your Karl Anthony Towns takes. If you feel like you're wrong, you always know what to do. Sound off in the super chats, come up in the Q&A. Super chats are going to get read on stream. Q&A, I'm not going to lie, we'll probably grill you about your dirty room. So if you click that link for the Q&A, you better have a clean room. Matter of fact, fuck all this. Sage, how you doing today? That whack-ass intro I know B-Souls did.
Man, my man Benjamin,
Right,
my man Benjamin's solid. I ain't gonna slander my brother and shit, but outside of the physical illness, I'm in a good mood.
That's good. They said you look like Will Smith from what's that movie called? Where he had that seafood allergy and he had to go take a Benadryl. Hitch. They said you look like Will Smith from Hitch.
Not Will though. I don't want to be Will right now until he get this situation with him, Jada and Park. I don't want to be Will. I don't.
Damo, how you doing today?
I was doing great, and then I got the terrible news that homegirl Paige Buckets got hurt. I just want to start off with that one. Yeah, we deadass was just talking about this no more than 2 pods ago. I want to say it was last pod, probably.
It was the last part, I think.
I want to say we was just talking about the struggle with having a woman play. We was talking about on the pod and in Spaces, having these women stay in college for 3 years and someone of her potential, she has the chance of getting hurt. And lo and behold, it was a lower leg injury. From the screenshot, I didn't look at it because I don't look at injuries, but from the screenshot, it looked like at bare minimum, she severely hyperextended her knee.
The minimum?
At the minimum, yes, her knee was hyperextended like a motherfucker. From what I seen, the screenshot I seen of it. So yeah, it's a pretty serious injury. And at that point in the game, I want to say they were up by 20, and it was a minute left in the game.
Bro, why is she out there?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
My boys was going crazy about it mid NFL red zone and everything. Them niggas was like, it was actually crazy seeing them get that turn over that shit. They was like, yo, what the fuck? Paige got hurt type shit. I was like, what you mean? What happened? They was showing the pictures and everything. It was like, bro, her shit fucked up, bro. Like, she should have been hooping and shit. Niggas was rooting for Paige. I ain't gonna act like everybody was all fake WNBA type shit, but niggas was rooting for Paige. So that's tough. I ain't gonna lie, that's just tough.
That's mismanagement. Prayers are for Paige. Hopefully she gets better. Hopefully it is mild, whatever it is. And then hopefully, honestly, I want them to not act like they can't. They could dead ass make a rule tomorrow and just say, hey, you're draft eligible. Like, these players are draft eligible. So B-Souls, how you doing today?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Yo, do y'all think I should grow out the facial hair? No. What the fuck? I was just asking a question, bro. What? It was a question.
Chad,
It was
what
a
do you
question.
think?
What was wrong with the question? Should I grow it out? Should I grow it out? Or...
You dead have no facial hair. That's the problem.
I want to say,
It's right
dude,
there.
where
It's
is
right
it?
there. It's right there.
Nah,
I don't
yeah.
even
it's
think
grown.
I have a lot.
He grew the mustache in and said, "Hey,
It's
man,
been a
I forgot you let
week.
the rest grow
It's
in."
been a week.
I don't
Yo,
even think
chat, should I grow it out?
Don't put the camera on you. No.
this. You literally can't see it. You can't see it.
Hold on. This is why I got this damn lens. Hold on.
And if you gotta use your lens to
Bro,
zoom
look
in,
how
I think
far you had to zoom in. Jesus.
Imagine being able to go vote with no mustache. You are a baby.
Oh
You
my
are
god.
a baby.
That sounds like a no. That sounds like a no.
Babyface
I
assassin.
mean,
In
if
the-
you
in the
could
beginning-
grow it,
Yeah, if you
sure.
could. In the beginning, it's gonna look nasty. just trust the
Oh, yeah,
process.
100%.
In the
This is
beginning, it's
literally
gonna
the
look
first time I've ever tried to truly
My
grow
whole,
out.
my whole
facial.
left side of my goatee, probably even when I'm doing the pod, this shit was incomplete for long as
That's why
it
you-
still
that's why you
is.
turn
It
this
still
way?
is. Yeah, it
That's why you
still
turn this
is. But yeah.
All right.
I
Anyway,
still don't believe you had that goatee this whole time, but that's neither here nor there. I'm sorry. That's a new goatee. That goatee is at this point 4 days old.
It has
Yo,
grown
Jay Kelly,
more
why you
lately.
hating,
I
bro?
give you that.
Why you hating?
It's
B
crazy.
Souls with a beard makes no sense. To be honest, imagine B Souls with Sage's
Well,
facial.
that's
You would
disgusting.
look nasty. You would look
That's
nasty.
disgusting.
You would look
See,
nasty.
That's not fair. That's disgusting. That's
It's
disgusting.
gonna look
look
like Bull
nasty.
Raicho out here from Mortal Kombat.
Crazy.
Let's go ahead. Let's hop into the first division. Mind you, we're doing the Western Conference, and we're gonna start off with division Southwest Division. Let's start with a team who was just, I ain't gonna lie, they fell all the way off. But I mean, fell all the way off. In my opinion, San Antonio Spurs. Some notable things to remark. Pop is apparently only 20 games away from having the all-time record in the NBA for most wins by a head coach. With that being said, yeah, I know. I don't know if you knew that. Did you know that, Damo, at all?
What? He was about to be one of the most winningest head coaches?
He the most winningest head coach.
I did not know that.
Okay. With that being said, he is 72 going on 73 years old. And in
I did not know he was that old.
Yeah, and in three
yeah.
and in
Dead
3
ass?
years, in 3 years that would make him 76. Like 3 years from this date, he would be 76 years old. With that being said, they have tried to attempt to develop young players, and it has just not worked. It has just not worked over these past couple of years. Low-key whiffed on. I mean, I guess they made the playoffs some of those years, but they did not do the Aldridge and DeRozan thing correctly. So where do we see the San Antonio Spurs, more specifically for right now, Coach Popovich, where do we see them in 3 years?
Without Greg Popovich, I'll say that right now. It's time, bro. It is time for a new era, a new face of the franchise. I forgot who's that that assistant coach that they have, the women
Becky?
assistant
Becky?
Yeah. Why not give her a
Hamlin?
chance? Why not?
I think that's who's next in line. I honestly feel like once Pop gets the record for most winningest coach, he'll retire and pass it down to Becky. I think they're tuning her up to be the first NBA female head coach.
Yeah. Or they could do something like what Boston did with Brad Stevens, where they
Mhm.
make Greg the GM. So it's not like, his
He
presence is
essentially
just out of
already,
the.
though.
Yeah, I think so, but even then, I honestly it's time to move on, bro. Like I don't want Greg Popovich handprints on the franchise anymore.
I agree.
I think I told y'all a minute ago, if he wants some new challenge, I didn't realize he was this close to getting the record. But if he wants some new challenge, WNBA, college basketball, which I don't think is a good move, high school basketball. I don't know who the coach for the G League Ignite is, but he might be a good fit there. But also, he's 72. Like, I'm about to look up how old Phil Jackson was when he last coached, because I think that was part of the problem. He had some health issues, but that was part of the reason that he did not take the Knicks job, and it's because of like a health situation. Last time.
While you do that, I'm gonna read the super chats. Sean said, "Chat, I FaceTime B Souls all week, and there's been no facial hair ever." You drew that on. You on my dick, man. I ain't gonna lie, Sean. You are on my dick, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Aiden says, let's not forget when Click dropped off Benjamin on All-Star Team Up. All right, okay.
Hey,
That's
man.
crazy.
All right, bro.
Click definitely did that boy dirty.
He drops off everyone.
He didn't drop me off. Who's everyone?
All right, Say.
All right. You want screenshots or you want your opinion?
Oh,
Like, all right.
Vsauce, you will never get a beard like me,
Shout out, boy.
says Cool Poyos. Go ahead.
what's it called? Phil Jackson was 66 when he stopped coaching. And I want to know. I'd like to know the old, like how old Red Auerbach was, because I think he holds the record right now. But at the same time, he's got to be retired. He's got to be doing nothing. Maybe a small organizational role, but he's got to get up out of there. I think we're all in agreement. Well, maybe we're all in agreement he should be out of there. Becky Hammond. Does anybody have a problem with a woman?
Why?
Why'd you say it like that?
I'm just saying. Does
You
anybody
said it
have
like
a
you was
problem?
prepared for
You have any
Discord.
problem with Becky Hammond,
Turns off his
aka
camera.
Yeah.
a woman?
I had to cut it out.
Does anybody have a problem with a woman?
No, I'm all for.
I
her
do
being
not.
coach.
She is the
I don't
most
at all.
qualified person for that position.
I
She should
agree.
take it.
Swear
It
you
looks like it's
you
her
all
job.
for women? That's what you're saying? Oh my god, the camera's going crazy.
That's what you get.
Camera is going crazy. So you're all for a woman, is what you're
Yes,
saying?
all four women coaching the Spurs. Yes, that woman, not just a woman. That woman coaching the Spurs.
That part.
Let's look at a little salary cap stuff.
Oh yeah.
That year would be the 2024-25 season. Only people that will be on the book so far is Derek White, Josh Primo, and Devin Vassell. DeJounte Murray, I mean, we're coming up on contract negotiations. Everybody else is going to be off the books at that point. I'm not going to lie. Get rid of all of them. That's my thing. Start from the bottom.
Even Murray.
Josh Primo is 12. And I don't mean Josh Primo. I don't mean Josh Primo. Let me say I don't mean Josh Primo. Josh Primo is 12. But the rest of them niggas, get them out of here. Let's start from the bottom up.
Even Murray though, because Murray's on a really good deal, in my opinion.
He's cool. Let's try to get better assets while he's still cool, is my thing. Does that make sense?
I mean,
No.
Well, go ahead, Sage. Go ahead.
I think the issue with the Spurs, they're trying to believe in Murray to be their guy at such a discounted price, versus just understanding that you got to steal in terms of what you're paying him for. I think if you have DeJounte Murray on that deal, but you don't view him as your franchise point guard, he's perfectly fine being there. I think their issue is they're giving him touches and putting him in situations and so focused on him like he really has the potential to be their guy. And he's like at peak two-time All-Star. Not saying he's a scrub for anybody out there, but I don't see some crazy high potential for bro. But I think he'll be a solid player. I think those are one of those contracts that you definitely keep. But I agree with you, everybody else, like Derek White, Doug McDermott, Zach Collins. They have a bunch of 1 year, 2 years anyway for a reason.
I would definitely say, I guess I just have too much stock and belief in DeJounte Murray because, nigga, no one's seen him having this kind of a season, let alone being like first option for that team. I'm not going to say he's a permanent first option, but definitely with the team you have now, plays just fine. And I feel like the NBA is so talented, so it's hard for me to say he's anything more than a two-time All-Star because there's so much talent in the league. So accolade-wise, I can't even touch on that. I'll let the media handle that. But he's a great player. I would personally keep Jakob Porter for the time being. He's on a good deal. Probably have to check and see how long that deal is. But last time I checked, he's on a solid deal for a player of his caliber and what he does for your team. I wouldn't give up on Devin Vassell just yet. After next year, the writing on the wall for Keldon Johnson will be in after next season. I'll give him one more season.
I'm not a fan of Keldon. I'm sorry. I meant to say that in my mouth. I meant to keep that in my mind. Shit, my fault. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm just saying, Keldon, the offseason he had, the work he put in, it just seemed like he was going to take this leap and he didn't take it yet. So if he doesn't take that leap, then yeah, away with him. But I feel like it's still potential for him to take that leap. Just like with any young player, that's like vague to say, the potential's there. But still.
You feel like Pop forced him on that USA team?
No.
I feel like he deserved to be on that USA team?
Personally, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Out of all the players that said they didn't want to play, I mean, shit, who Who do you think should have been on it? Hell, niggas
Kyle
didn't want to
Kuzma.
play.
Kyle Kuzma. Bezos, you got any thoughts?
Kyle Kuzma. Not Kobe Kuz. I don't know. I said this on the last pod. The Spurs are one of those teams where like I truly don't care about them, and once they start popping off, I'll take a look. But like I'm just not looking that direction. I'm not gonna lie.
They own all their draft picks coming up. They should get that 20 win mark, and I think that's the goal that they're trying to achieve. And then they'll look at like a hard, just a hard reset. All in all, that's what I got for them.
Let me read this super chat real quick. Nelly Phantom says, not to kill the mood, but I've been down the last few weeks, and the Let's Keep It a Buck community has been bringing me back up. Thanks to y'all. Listen, good shit.
Man,
We be seeing you on the spaces, man. Seeing you on the spaces.
Hope everything's getting better, bro. Hope everything's all right.
Hey, with that being said, we got a rap battle tonight.
Who battling?
Not me.
Me and Nelly.
I can't do it. Oh fuck.
You're calling him
Oh,
out when he said he's having a
fuck.
bad time. That's crazy.
And you should never told me that. It's
Oh,
This thing about to go on spaces.
GG's.
You depressed motherfucker. I fuck on your mother. Like nigga, this nigga Omar.
you
bro,
know my bag, and you know why? Because you're just like me, twin. You're just like me.
Are we doing the draft predictions for them too? Are we
They-
going-
they-
I that's the scariest part because I don't know nothing about prospects. Y'all know that.
They
But I
have
don't
their own draft picks. So honestly, it depends on what they do in these next couple of years. They have the potential, at least in the third year, to be like one of the worst teams. So if they can hit on a guy or two, I just don't think that they've been hitting on. I mean, they haven't had the best picks. So let's see what that organization can do with better picks. But they haven't had the best picks, and they've been missing on some of these picks. I mean, they're NBA players, I guess.
Guys like Lonnie Walker are the epitome of what I think of this franchise because it's like I'm not saying Lonnie Walker is their franchise, but in terms of like how I think the Spurs rebuild has been thus far, it's a guy like Lonnie who everybody I was like, oh yeah, I fuck with Lonnie. Lonnie could be this, that, and then now it's just like, oh yeah, I forgot Lonnie Walker's.
They plateaued. So many of the
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, Lonnie Walker is definitely still a Spur. Like I don't even know his numbers to be very blunt with you. I was just like, oh shit,
I don't know his number, so
I don't know either. I think it's one. Is it
It's
one?
either 1 or 11. I don't know.
Yeah,
Cut it
no,
in.
just say the one. I ain't gonna lie.
I
Look,
don't know.
oh shit.
Tings, and wings. Artemis Ting says, "Thank you, boys, for something to listen to while cooking. By the way, I finally found them island fruit snacks, Omar.
hey,
That's
bring
what
them to the house, nigga.
Okay.
Listen,
Hold on, no more. We got one more super chat. Yeah, Bing Bong. Nigga.
Oh yeah.
Bing bong.
Oh yeah.
80% with the big Hondo, Big Benji. I'm gonna need them Damo bars tonight. 16 of them.
Hey, I'm
fuck.
there for Benji. I'll be there, buddy. I'll definitely
Oh
be there.
fuck.
I'll be in there to spend some
Okay.
money.
W in chat.
okay.
W in chat for
Rich
Aiden.
man,
Go in the W's
Rich
in
man
chat.
Aiden in the building.
Waiting in the building. But now I'm looking at the mock draft for at least for this upcoming draft. They're projected to have the 7th pick. Right now, it's saying that they would or should. I don't know how mock drafts are would or should type things, but they're saying Caleb Houston. I definitely would take Patrick Baldwin if I was them. Patrick Baldwin, definitely somebody that's down here worth taking. Kenny Chandler is if somebody makes a move for a first round pick in the mid-teens to later, like the mid-high teens, low 20s, definitely get Kenny Chandler. He's definitely a dope pick. But I would definitely take Patrick Baldwin if I was them with the 7th pick.
I ain't gonna lie to me and Sage right now. These are 2K generics in our ears.
Hey, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm taking it as you get 7th overall potential and keep pushing. I wish I wasn't a cash when it comes to the rookies. But
if you can't, the only thing I'll say specifically with a lot of these teams, if you can't get into the top 3, I understand there are some good players because Patrick Baldwin, I believe you, Damo. Like Patrick Baldwin should be nice. Try to stay as bad as you can. Scoot Henderson, this is a Scoot Henderson appreciation podcast. Sounds crazy. Nigga is 17 in the G League right now, averaging like 24 points.
see, that's nasty. I
Big
fucking
Scoop.
love the G League. I love the concept of the G League.
Listen to what 17 in the G League against grown men, giving them a healthy, and I'm not, it's not a light 17 Harden style, and no disrespect to Harden. Y'all know I love me some James. He is giving them work at 17 years old, and then going to get lunch milk at 11 a.m. Shit's crazy.
So let me ask you this: what is OT Elite? Because I'm kind of confused on like what the purpose of OT Elite is.
Should I let somebody else speak? Because I don't know how. It's a similar situation to the G League thing. It's a similar situation to the G League thing. They just have their own separate league. Criticisms of them are the talent that they'll be able to play won't stand up to like the G League Ignite or whatever the case may be. I can say personally right now, they've only been scrimmaging each other. So it's like,
That's tough.
but they're supposed to play some other prep schools around the country. Maybe like the Donda school, and there's some other schools or whatever around the country. They try to get some international teams to play them. So like the B League teams or whatever in Europe and stuff like that to play them. But similar situation, I think they just might pay more, or there's more roster spots for them to shine, if that makes sense.
Got it. Going back to the Spurs topic while we're still on it, before we move on though, do y'all believe the position Spurs are in is due to a lack of talent compared to the league, or Pop's coaching style in the current league?
It's mismanagement of assets. You went from Kawhi and Danny Green. Hell, a much better roster even before that, but let's just stick to Kawhi and Danny Green to what you have today. Simple mismanagement of assets. The only thing is Jakob isn't as bad as you thought he was, but other than that, it's been an egregious. I don't even need to explain. It's been that bad of management.
I'll say they're just the victims of being mediocre and being a mid-tier team.
That's
the problems of being mid. When you're mid, you don't get high lottery picks. So a lot of those good guys, especially if you don't draft particularly well, if you're drafting based off need a lot of the times, it'll take a longer time for a lot of those prospects to become what they need to be. So the Spurs were in situations where they're between 8 and 10 these last couple of years. They're just falling middle of the pack. They're getting those 15, 13, that 13 to like 18 draft pick selection slot. If you're not picking a stud at that position, like if somebody doesn't fall, you're drafting your Lonnie Walkers, your Keldon Johnsons, these guys all over the place. It's just a slow process, and we're seeing the problem with that. This lemonade nasty as fuck.
You know how bad it has to be to make nasty lemonade? Can't just put more sugar in it.
And he still takes a sip from it.
Hey, right. Hey, nigga thirsty as hell though.
Let me say this about the San Antonio Spurs. I feel like out of all the organizations, they have been the model. They have been a perfect situation, especially when we're speaking longevity. They fucked up Kawhi.
They did.
Remember, they started with David Rob. They started with Iceman.
George Gervin.
They started with George Gervin, and then they rolled that into David Robinson. And then they rolled David Robinson into Tim Duncan. And then somehow, through sorcery and great scouting and all that, they rolled that into Kawhi Leonard. Mind you, Kawhi, if everything went right, Kawhi Leonard would still be on this team. And they would have been building around Kawhi for the years to come, competing and everything. They fucked up Kawhi Leonard. They messed up right there. And we might be having a different conversation if they didn't. Pop might be coaching for the next 3 years if that didn't happen. But it happened. And now I don't blame them because they had it right. I mean, they hit all the cylinders and everything like that. Pop would have had the most rings as a coach, everything like that. But their transition into the next guy didn't work, and they abruptly had to make another decision, and it's just not hitting at the same time at the end of Pop's career. But with that being said, let's go on to another team that I think, the Southwest Division, I ain't gonna lie, they're a horrible division. The Rockets. The Rockets don't know what they're doing. I don't know what to tell you. They have a smorgasbord of young players that they're trying to develop. They also have a young and inexperienced coach that I honestly believe is a temporary coach. They don't know what they're doing with John Wall right now. How do we feel about the Rockets in the next 3 years?
I don't think KPG is gonna be a big part of their future. I ain't gonna lie. That's just me. He can change my mind, and we'll reevaluate till then. But I think Jalen Green is gonna be that guy for them. They're gonna be trashed this year. They're gonna have a good pick in the next draft, and I wouldn't be surprised if they had another good pick in the next draft. 3 years from now, I guess the hope for them is to be like a playing team, kind of like what the Grizzlies are right now or last year in 3 years. But yeah, nothing really special in 3 years. Just try to develop the young guys you guys have. See what Christian Wood can become. See if he can. If you guys can trade him for better assets, better young assets. But
I feel like the Rockets honestly doomed themselves for the next 3 years by going Jalen Green instead of Evan Mobley. I've been saying this since the draft. You take Evan Mobley and you have an inside of Christian Wood, Evan Mobley, and then you'll end up with they're projected to have the second pick this year, and it's projected for them to take Paolo. Omar, like I told you, Chet's probably going to go number 1. So if Paolo falls to them, they would have been in a situation where their front court would have been disgusting. But Jalen Green's still nice. You got Jalen Green, Paolo. You got Christian Wood in the middle. At least the next 2, they're going to be looking like a nice young team. It just depends on what you do with the rest of your money, who you pay, who you decide to bring in, and what you decide to try to make this culture. If you're trying to run behind KPJ being your point guard, averaging 5 turnovers on 5 assists, obviously you're going to have a bad time. So they find him a guard, which I have a feeling the Rockets are going to do some shit this offseason where they take Paolo at 2 and fuck around and pick a guard late. I don't know who. I'm not going to say a name, but they're going to fuck around, pick a guard late, and he's going to be relatively good. And Sengun isn't bad either. I've seen that in the chat, Cruz. Sengun is actually pretty good. So the fact that they passed on Evan Mobley was still able to get Sengun, that's good for them. He looks kind of he got like kind of like a kind of like a Chris Bosh mannerism to him, if you know what I mean. Like he kind of got that Chris Bosh movement to him. But hey, nonetheless, he a hooper. He hoops.
Mad jab steps, wide ass jab steps.
Called him a zesty forward. For me, Houston, I agree with B-Souls, but I go even further. I think Green is the only guaranteed player I see in the next 3 seasons. I think there will come a point in time where the Rockets realize that even though Christian Wood is a young ascending player, and as of right now, the epitome of what you want a center to be outside of, obviously, if he was a better rim protector, not going to win with the guy until it's probably too late. And that's not saying that the Houston Rockets, whether it's you believe in KPJ or Jalen Green himself, won't just get better. But that also factors the rest of the Western Conference. And we're doing the Western Conference, so I may quickly backtrack this, but I don't see the Western teams falling off so hard that, that duo or potential trio that they get somehow surpass that. So I think there'll be a season where Houston has 2 lottery picks. They'll probably pack up Wood, or KPJ, or whatever it is. I think they'll invest heavy in a draft. And they'll have an exciting young core that I wish I knew college because I would go into further detail. But I do see something like that for the Rockets. That would be pretty good. I do think KPJ, while he could work, he won't work because they want him to really be the one, and that's not him. It's just seen in 4K. He's a good player. He has a future in this league. He's not a point guard.
He started with the Harden comparisons last season.
I just don't think that's it. And this is another team. And I know Don probably disagree with me there because I
agree.
Oh,
he's just so small. But go ahead.
I
won't cut you off.
But the main thing is though, the reason why I sound like we talked in circles. If anyone's like, oh, you said the same shit about the Spurs, this is another team that managed a superstar very poorly. So. There you go with that. Oh, and John Wall probably just gonna expire.
How did they mismanage James Harden? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, they put so many different teams around him since he's been there, and whether it was injury or
I'm talking about the trade.
This trade.
Yeah, just the trade. Yeah. No. James Harden was babied in that franchise, which you could argue is mismanagement.
That and the third.
Yeah, I'm about to say you could argue babying the guy to the level that he was babied is mismanagement. I wouldn't go that far. I'm talking about just the trade. I'm sorry. Let me clarify. I'm talking about the trade for James Harden was executed poorly. That's what I meant to say. I apologize.
Okay. Because I'm about to say,
he 100%.
Yeah, he had so many different teams around him.
They gave up a center to give him jump shots. They gave him the big that he wanted. They gave him his best friend. They definitely cared about him. 100%.
Only thing I will say, because there's honestly not much to talk about from a salary perspective.
Yeah, there definitely isn't.
some of these guys, if they're not going to take smaller deals, KPJ, like we said, you can get the fuck up out of there. The Jay Sean Tates, the KJ Kenyon Martin Juniors, they look like good. Hold on. What I'm saying is they look like good young pieces, and I feel like they could be pieces for championship teams because Jay Sean Tate and Kenyon Martin Jr. do look good. If they don't start bringing in veterans to try to fill this roster out and make this like a real competitive team, I can't say what they're doing. Now they do hold their first round pick next year. They have a coin flip between Miami and Brooklyn, whoever has the higher pick as well. And then they got some, Houston, Brooklyn picks, or they've got some picks in the first round from like Brooklyn, Milwaukee, do the James Harden trade. They got a bunch of picks through those. But all in all, long story less long, if they don't start filling out this roster with quality NBA players to complement their younger guys, because I think right now, one, they got a bad coach, and two, they just got a bunch of young guys running around with no direction. It's giving real Sixers early process. That's what it's getting. They got some gems though, because Damo's right. If they would have got Mobley, Paolo, Sengun is really showing his ass. I love the KPJ experiment because y'all know I love him. He's not a point guard. They could have got us They could have got a nice little guard to go along with Jalen Green as well in these next coming years. They would have been feisty.
I'll say this too. The Rockets are projected to have the number 1 pick in the 2023 draft, and they're projected to get Victor Wembanyama. I'm not going to lie to you. If they go 3 straight drafts of Jalen Green, Paolo, and then Victor, not going to lie, they're one of my favorite teams. That's nasty. That is a nasty, nasty, nasty young 3 to have.
All right,
yeah, that's crazy. Let me just read through these super chats real quick. This is regarding the Spurs. I don't want to go back to this topic, but there it is. They've been a boring team for years, but now that their talent closely matches their hype, they suck. Not fun to watch. They need a new identity. I agree.
We agree.
Yeah, there was a good 2 weeks last year where I was like, oh, they're actually fun, and then they got bored quick.
But
It was actually a 2 weeks where I would have fun watching them. Then,
Shout out to Sad Neil for the superstar membership. Listen, if y'all want to get into that Discord, go ahead and go to the community tab. I have a post. The link is on there. But also, and shout out to Cool Bro for the super chat. If you're not a member of the pod, and don't have a credit or debit card, go buy a Google Play card so you can join the Discord and have top priority in Twitter Spaces.
Good advice,
Man
Cool Bro.
himself.
Good.
And that's where
advice.
the twerk videos are. Did y'all see that twerk video that I put in the Discord?
Yeah,
It was like 18 of them. I don't know which one you're talking about.
Jesus.
One in the blue.
That's a whole text channel. Crazy. Kennedy Chandler is ideal. Fit for the Rockets. I don't know who that is.
He is, but I would say I would much rather they take Paolo and then go Victor, and you just get a veteran point guard because you have a young guard in Jalen Green. Bare minimum, you just develop his combo guard skills and you let him run some minutes at the 1. But you bring a veteran 1 in. If they're trying to compete, bring a veteran 1 in. Bring a guy that knows what he's doing because point guards in the NBA, like a quarterback in football, they take a longer time to develop because they run the offense, they run the show. It's just a learning curve for them.
And if niggas is talking about skipping Paolo, they're crazy. Listen, let's kind of blast through some of these teams. These teams that really don't have nothing to discuss about. I'm not gonna lie to you. Next team up in this division, Pelicans.
They're a bit trickier.
We know the big question. Zion's health. Zion's health. I mean that's the big thing that this franchise has to face for the next 3 years. And can we retain Zion Williamson? That's the big question.
And honestly, what does retaining Zion mean? That's the way I view it. So obviously that's the first, but then it's like, if we somehow make Zion work, now what? Where is Zion gonna take us? If I'm the Pelicans, considering the alternative route, I think you're in a situation where you gotta play hardball for now. You gotta just stick it out because I believe if you try to push away too early, and even though I'm all for trading you too early, this is a rare situation where I probably stay patient. Because if you trade Zion too early, one, I don't think his stock is as high as it typically would be. Even though people would definitely reach for Zion, but I think it was seen much higher a year ago when he was having arguably one of the best efficient seasons in the league. You keep Zion for now. The rest of the young talent, I mean, it's the ex-Lakers out there. I do like Josh Hart for the team long term. Brandon Ingram is something you could kind of. He's making a lot of
BI's contract. Let me remind you, BI's contract is backloaded. So this year he's making 29, 31 next year, 33 the following, and 38 in that final year. And I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
He ain't been living up to it.
King.
Disclaimer, Brandon Ingram isn't like one of my personal favorites. He's probably somewhere in my top 5 to this day still. So it's not coming from a place of slander. It's not coming from somebody that doesn't know how Brandon Ingram plays. But asking him to gain weight is a bit that's unrealistic. It's just not how it's like him putting on like 40 pounds is like, oh, well,
they should have kept Lonzo, bro.
Yeah,
but he has gained weight though. Like if
he's gained 100%. But
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I just feel like from the perception of what he was as a Laker, I just feel like a lot of like actual people with common sense knew his weight gain would be more along the lines of a Kevin Durant. Like he would gain weight how KD gained weight. Like Kevin Durant is still a Slenderman, but he's obviously put on weight that he needed so he can contend on the NBA level. I definitely feel like Brandon Ingram has done that, especially with how he's looking recently compared to when he was with us. He's put weight on. It's just not like his arms aren't going to get big. He's not going to.
Yeah, that's my main concern. Okay, so you're thinking the same thing.
He's not going to be Mitchell Robinson. He's not pulling a Giannis. He's not about to get this body change to where he's like, oh yeah, he got his man body. Like no, he's not pulling Alonzo. He's going to add weight gradually, just naturally. And it's going to be what he needs so he can take the bumps and bruises that come to playing in the NBA.
And as a result, that makes me kind of like, let's see what we could do with that. Let's see what we could receive in terms of draft picks for that. Not that he doesn't have a future as well. He actually, I think Ranger is going to be great, especially if he gets better playmaking skills. But it's a matter of the way he plays. He's not optimal for Zion. And considering that I'm in the belief, at least I don't know what you guys are going to say, but I'm in the belief that you got to probably just thug it out and pray with Zion. And it's a whole situation that Ingram and Zion, they're great talents, but I don't think they click together enough that a veteran point guard, a big man or whatever, just make them work. I think they're two players that love to get to the basket. Ingram preferably with the ball in his hand. And if Ingram's not the best player with your ball in hand, me personally, this will be my little cringe, arrogant take. I want the best player with their ball in their hand the most. Simple. I just don't believe in a system where that's not the case. And BI is not better than Zion, and I know for a fact that we're gonna optimize Brandon Ingram. He's gonna be the one slashing into the paint. So I probably would just pack up BI. Not too early, probably next season, but yeah, I probably pack BI. The one other player I say I'd keep is Josh Hart, but I don't want to wrap up too much. No.
I think it truly does depend on Zion, because Zion is one of those players where, like, if he works out, he's gonna kill the NBA. Like in his second year with him already having these issues, we're talking about 27-9 on like crazy true shooting percentage with all these issues. So imagine if he actually gets it right, becomes a defensive monster, becomes more reliable in terms of his health, improves his shooting a little bit. Like that dude is gonna be a monster. So I think just for that potential, I would try to tough it out. But that's pretty much it in terms of the future. It's gonna rely heavily on Zion and his leadership skills as well. I don't think they have a culture, so Zion hasn't really shown that he can be like that culture changer.
I agree,
but he's still so talented that you just take that shot.
The only thing I'll say, go ahead, Damo. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was looking at my list.
I was gonna wrap it. I was gonna wrap this.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it. Obviously, we all saying the same thing. It depends on Captain Fat Fuck. If he gets it right, then it's a whole different situation. But assuming he'll eat his way out the league, I would say definitely blow it up. Right now, they're projected to have the 13th pick in this upcoming draft, and they are slotted to take Kendall Brown. I would not do that if I was them. At that position, if he's still available, take Kennedy Chandler. On the rare chance Captain Fat Fuck loses the weight, you have a point guard. The reason he looked so good being that damn big last year was the fact that Lonzo was able to put that ball in crazy places for him whenever he could run point guard. So get a point guard for this man. You already have BI. You don't need a forward. You have Josh Hart. Get a point guard.
So wait, I have a question for you, Dom. Hypothetically, you just talked about them having the 13th pick. If you trade Zion, there's a chance that you either have a whole different team or you got like a top 3 pick. Like, what are you doing in that situation?
I mean, if Washington is stupid enough to give up, they're projected to have the 3rd pick. If they're stupid enough to trade you that 3rd pick for fat fuck, rip them off. If Detroit is stupid enough to give up the projected number 1 pick for fat fuck, hey bro, that's Chet Holmgren. Literally white KD for Sean Kemp in Cleveland. I don't know what to tell you.
I can't say that. He's tripping now. He's tripping now. He's tripping.
What?
That's not true. You just gotta push it. Just
He's tripping.
You don't fuck with Zion like that.
No,
White KD is crazy.
Only thing I can say is literally these next 3 years depend on Zion Williamson.
100%.
Now, if we're expecting the Pelicans to make smart decisions, all right then. So
yeah,
that's all I got. It's just about Zion Williamson. For any Spurs, Rockets, Pelicans fans, that's the most we'll ever talk about your teams.
Agreed.
Listen, we're about to go through some of these better teams now.
Let me read through the super chats before we go through.
Go ahead.
CMB says the Discord is usually dangerously horny for no reason. I mean, there's a reason, man.
Stop snitching, Nick. Damn, let them find out.
All right, word, dude. Melky P says Bobo out of Denver, and his girl is kind of sus. What does that mean? What does that mean?
How's his girl sus?
Didn't he break up with her? I don't know.
Let's talk about the Memphis Grizzlies. It's mainly about the development of the young players. We saw what they re-upped on Jaren Jackson. He's got a longer contract. They've got a lot of good guys around Ja, but in order to take that next step, they're gonna have to get like a nice free agent signing or something bigger in free agency in order for it to work. Maybe try to stretch and get, a draft pick or two. But the current roster that they have right now, Steven Adams, Dillon Brooks, Kyle Anderson, they're projected to be a play-in team. I'm not gonna lie to you. If they keep this same team in the next few years, they're gonna be a play-in team. So what do we project? Because mine is a play-in team. What do we project for the next 3 years for these guys?
They got a solid future. I mean, Ja Morant, obviously, assuming he comes back from this injury the same. Let's just say that. Ja Morant's a special player. Crazy explosive, crazy athletic, crazy it factor, literally a culture changer for a team. Ja Morant's crazy. Triple J is still, to me, I like Triple J. It's a lot of people that like Triple J. It's a lot of people that don't like Triple J.
That's true.
So if Triple J can silence the naysayers, keep it consistent, they have that second guy. Between Dillon Brooks, Desmond Bane, DeAnthony Melton, they have a lot of solid role player guys that could easily step up to be the 3rd best player on any given night. But if they get an official 3rd best player, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with as long as they can stay healthy. They are projected to have the 26th pick in this upcoming draft and take Trevor Keels. I have no idea who the fuck Trevor Keels is, so I would definitely stay away from that pick and would tell them to take Michael Foster Jr. Definitely get you a big. Never against having athletic rim running big, especially playing with a Ja Morant. You get big bodies to run behind Ja, it's only gonna get it's only up from there. So
I think they need more veteran leadership.
Oh, damn,
that's just me though.
True.
You stole my fucking thing.
I'm just looking at it. I mean, if they want to take it to that next level, right now they're a playing team. If they can get a more certified star that's been in the league for a minute, I don't know. I'm definitely not Chris Middleton because I feel like he's gonna stay on the Bucks. Like a player of that caliber, like Kyle Lowry going to the Sixers last year type shit. Something like that would help them out a lot. Obviously a person that would fit better with Ja and Triple J and Dillon Brooks and the crew that they have, but something like that.
They own their pick for years to come too. So I just,
I cherish the hell out of Dillon Brooks, Ja Morant, and Desmond Bane. I really like Desmond Bane personally. I I feel like they fucked up moving Val. I know that makes me a casual to some, and for other people, I'm a genius. I liked Val for the team. I understand the job may not have been to the level he was this season. I don't care. I think they fucked that up. Regardless, I agree with the veteran thing. Get a center that's done it before, has playoff experience, defending the paint 100%. Get you some better shooters, man. You got to crawl before you walk. I'm not going to say get the co-star for Ja immediately. I think that's the year 3 move. But right now, this season and the following season, get Ja more consistent play around him. We don't have time for players that randomly shut down your player and average 20 points for a week, and then the next week don't even get above 8 and hit on like 15 field goals. We don't have time for that shit. We don't have time for it.
Can't with dumb.
Yeah, I think
they have some nice solid players. It's just about taking that next step. I think taking that next step will get easier for them. In 3 years, a lot of the West will get a little bit older. So maybe that brings room for them. But right now, and for the foreseeable future, for me at least, they're a playing team. Let's move on to the Mavs. 51 minutes in. Mavs. We know the drama that they got going on. Luka's going back to Europe, ladies and gentlemen. That's where I'm going. You already know what hill I'm dying on. Luka's not. I don't think Luka's happy. Jason Kidd will not be the coach in 3 years, ladies and gentlemen. I'll let you know that right now. He's running Dorian Finney-Smith pin downs. I want to see, because it's been quieted, but I don't know if Mark Cuban is suppressing it. All of a sudden, KP is happy. Stats look similar to last year, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know how he's happy. Fired the coach from last year. GM Don Nelson just walks away. Mark Cuban is doubling down on what he believes in the organization. It's a mess down there. I ain't gonna lie to you. And they've missed on a couple of these free agent signings from this past offseason that they thought they were able to get, because they thought they were going to get Kyle Lowry. Didn't necessarily work. They had a plan for Giannis. Didn't necessarily work. They got a guy that's really talented. So what do we see happening with the Mavs in the next 3 years?
They're giving me like early 2000s KG with the Timberwolves vibes. I ain't gonna lie. Like good enough, because KG's good enough to take them to the playoffs. Decent enough pieces to support KG to a certain degree. Same thing with Luka, but just never really in contention. Making it to the second round is overachieving. Making it to the Western Conference Finals is essentially making the fucking finals. Because people still talk about KG making the Western Conference Finals in 2004. So it's going to be that type of situation for the next 3 years. Unless, Porzingis dead ass just becomes Porzingis. Like who's supposed to be. But
KP's been playing relatively better than he did last year, definitely as of late. I want to say, I forget the game stretch it was, like how many games specifically, but it has been a string of games where he's starting to resemble that old KP that we fell in love with. That could easily be changed with another bad game or a KP injury or just him being upset that he's not the number one white boy anymore. So I'm just waiting for that to fail. But for the Mavericks, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Free Luka, bro. This shit is looking bad. It's just looking bad. The longer this shit goes, and the more I just realize I'm in denial about what the Mavericks is. They're not that team that Dirk played for. They're not the homegrown, be here for 20 years as a star, will make it work. They're literally just a dumpster fire waiting to happen. They're a dumpster fire being covered by the face of Luka. So free Luka. If you're not going to free Luka, you are projected to have the 17th pick and get a guy named Roko. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I wouldn't pick this nigga up because I can't say his name. Get Kennedy Chandler, bro. Get another guard to help Luka so he's not on ball. Teach Luka to actually play off ball. Get a coach that runs a system that has Luka doing more than just standing around waiting like a Houston Harden. And
wasn't that Jalen Brunson?
Jalen Brunson? I mean, I never believed in him. I don't like his face. He ain't got a trustable face. I'm not gonna lie to you. He looks like a small Charlie Villanueva with hair. I don't like it.
This nigga is a menace, bro.
I don't like it. You tell me right now he don't like Charlie Villanueva without alopecia.
What that gotta do
exactly.
Without alopecia, I'm dead.
Go ahead, Sage.
You do have Trey Burke for the next two. Jalen, I don't think you paid Jalen. I think it's just grits for that nigga. But you do also have KP and Tim Hardaway. I'm trying to remind myself that this isn't what would you do if you were the Dallas Mavericks, and it's more so what you think is going to happen. What would
you do?
What would I do personally? I'm looking at the Mavericks. I think you gotta look Luka dead in the face and be like, look, bro, we know you won't win. It's not gonna happen if we can't take a step back to leap forward. It's just not. If you were trying to drag Luka, if we're trying to drag KP and Tim Hardaway, package that for a pick or package that for a co-star with you just to get bounced out in the semis or in the conference finals, it's not gonna work. Back up. Give me a pick in the lottery, or give me some younger talent. Let me build a core around you. Maybe get some veterans. Still be competitive, but we got to back up, bro. We got to back up, because if we keep jumping at it, we're not going to go any fucking where. It's looking like a dumpster fire. And the reality of the situation of it's not what I'm going to do. They drag the fuck out of KP and Timmy. Jalen Brunson gets overpaid. Dwight Powell probably gets some stupid contract later, and they just lose.
Was that lemonade?
That's probably what happened.
That's the lemonade?
No, I put that lemonade up and got some water because, lemonade nasty.
All I got to say is about my darlings, my babies, take Luka, put him on the first thing smoking. Get his black ass out of here. Let's go through these just a little bit. Yeah, get Luka out of here, bro. You can't satisfy him. Mark Cuban, you're a tyrant.
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, what are you saying? What to?
Nothing. Don't even worry about it. We don't gotta harp on it.
Oh my goodness.
Let's pivot. Let's do these a little bit quicker. Northwest Division, Denver Nuggets. We know what we're facing right now. Not gonna lie to you. Even if he was healthy, Jamal Murray has not been the guy that he was supposed to be. Michael Porter Jr. with this back issue.
What?
He's not if Jamal
we
was
disagree.
If Jamal was supposed to be the legitimate 2 next to Jokic, he's not that guy.
He literally
disagree.
He had the 2020 playoffs and then got hurt the next year.
And then that season,
he's not that guy.
This is
my prediction for the next 3 years.
Okay,
I don't think he's that. Like, I don't. That's.
Oh, so you're projecting him to come back from injury and not be that guy?
To be honest with you, to be honest with you, I didn't think. And I've heard this from Denver fans too. They didn't think he was that guy either.
You heard that from 2 people.
Damo, it's only 2 Denver fans. It's only 2 Denver fans. Nigga, what are you talking about? Yeah, of course I heard it from 2 people.
And them Denver fans don't know what they're talking about. Jamal.
Anyway, he's not the guy to be the number 2. If we look at all the number 2s in the league, Jamal Murray's your 2. Don't think it's gonna work out. MPJ with this.
Why not?
We disagree crazy. We disagree.
A healthy Jamal Murray. Yes.
2 guards. 2 guards.
Name 5
we disagree crazy.
2s on the team. Number 2 option.
Let me keep going through
Jamal
this
Murray.
team's outlook.
Exactly.
Michael Porter Jr. has a serious back issue. I think they thought they could hold out. I think it was like a Embiid knee situation, or what's nigga's name? DeJuan Blair from the Spurs. If anybody remembers DeJuan Blair from the Spurs, I think he had no ACLs, or he had no tendons in his legs or something like that. And they said he only had a finite amount of years. But this back thing, it's not looking like it's working out. I think it's year 3 now, and it's already starting to mess with him. They've got some good young talent, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. But what it's looking like is free Jokic.
Facts. That one super chat said compare Jamal to Middleton, and you'll understand. I don't understand, but when it comes to the Denver Chicken Nuggets,
that was a bad example.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know what you want me to compare, buddy. When it comes to the Nuggets, they're injured.
Because that nigga said it like he had a point.
Like, what? That's why I'm glad Bezos just flashed
really
it.
Put your fucking mind to it, man.
Bezos flashed it up and let it go. I was like, thank you, because that shit don't make. I hope I'm not the only one that don't get that.
I was trying. I was really trying. I was like, maybe Middleton is on the Bucks and Jamal. And
I don't get it. They don't even play the same. They don't got a similar role. I don't understand it at all, sir. The Nuggets.
Sir. She said, "Sir."
No
Oh,
cap
shit.
though. The Nuggets, they have
Oh,
hope
shit.
if they're healthy. I don't believe. MPJ, from what he's shown me so far, I'll sell him. I'm selling the stock on MPJ. Not gonna lie to you. Give Jamal Murray some time. Obviously, Jokic is Jokic. These bum ass niggas don't want to give Bobo a chance. So free Bobo. There's no point in
Yeah,
getting a steal like Bobo and not use him.
It's
So
still
fucking
like
ignorant.
Bobo.
So ignorant, bro. Just so
So
ignorant.
wait, so you keep it. So you packing up Zeke then? In your world, you packing Zeke,
Bro, I was packing up Zeke before the season started. We on Green Room when niggas was swearing up and down. to
Yeah,
me.
so Zeke
Yo,
not. It was Nicholas
Zeke
Claxton at
Naji.
first, and then it was the Zeke.
Bro, Eli is in my ear giving me all these bullshit ass advanced stats about Zeke Naji. I'm like, bro, I don't
Nah,
care.
it was crazy.
He's
It was
not
crazy.
Bol. Bro, Zeke can shoot, so can Bol. Zeke protect the rim, so can Bol. But Zeke, he ain't Bol, bro. But
He ain't
regardless,
Bol.
he not Bol. So even with your projected 20th spot, which I'm not gonna lie, that was probably projected to be 20th when y'all were relatively healthy. Yeah, I ain't shit right now. At least y'all shouldn't be shit. If y'all do overachieve, Jokic for MVP again. If y'all do go higher, keep your pick. I can see y'all getting to at least 15. So if I'm on the boat with if I'm on the boat with Omar and you're gonna sell a little bit of your stock in Jamal Murray and try to have some insurance, I know I've said his name a couple times, but this is the draft. You don't know who's gonna get him. Kennedy Chandler. Good option for anybody from 15 down. Kennedy motherfucking Chandler.
Guys, Kennedy Chandler's gonna be good. All right, I don't know.
Kennedy
if anybody
Chandler's
He's
gonna
like,
be
hey
good.
guys,
Kennedy Chandler's gonna be good.
I'm
I've
man.
heard
trying
his
to
name
let y'all
multiple
know.
times this pod, so
yeah, I'm about to
Any
say,
team
I would
in
look
that-
out
sounding
for
like
him.
Cam Thomas right now.
Listen,
Cam
late
Thomas.
lottery,
Hey, y'all
that
was
late
geeking.
lottery spot, that
How
late
is Cam doing?
lottery,
Let me see.
high 20s. Cam Thomas is he's killing the fucking G League.
He's killing the
Um,
G League. Gets some time in the. Oh, and we'll get to him when we talk about these.
If he
Yeah,
wasn't
right.
on the Nets, he'd be.
He be playing.
Right.
And
Oh,
he's shit
yeah,
talking.
yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
talking shit to James Harden and KD online. So I know he's real. Nigga said James Harden had a weak ass putback dunk while you
This nigga
celebrating.
Med said at this point, Bowl is not good enough because Zeke and Bones are getting time and producing. So obviously they don't like something in Bowl. I get it, but get
Okay,
over it.
so who was that guy last year for them? Wasn't it Plumlee? Didn't they have Mason Plumlee last year? And what was Bobo? Was this his third year or his second year? It's his third year, right?
Yeah,
Might be
third, maybe.
It's third because
Look
his
like
rookie year was the
third,
bubble
third.
year. The
Because this
bubble
is
year was
last
his
year.
rookie year. Yeah.
This is last year.
So his rookie year, what was the excuse? Again, we're talking Mason Plumlee. Look, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about, buddy. Fuck Zeke Naji. All right, give my big little brother Bobo a goddamn shot. All right, nigga deserves to play.
Sage, how do you feel about?
The Nuggets are in a weird situation where they actually have a good problem. They have a bunch of young assets, all with fairly good stock, but it's a matter of getting over the hump. I clearly disagree. I clearly disagree about Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray even looked like playoff Murray in his last good stretch of basketball, where in like 30 games he was giving you like, in fact, hold on, let me get the exact number. 22.7, 5 on 49, 44 splits on 7 threes a night. He was insane. And he was playing good defense. So if Jamal Murray is doing that, we've seen how he can perform well with Jokic in the postseason. I'm not concerned about that. I might agree with you guys on Michael Porter Jr. because he doesn't look like a safe thing. It's not his play, but if that back is consistently a problem, sell it now before it's too late. They have enough stock to get a third guy. I'll probably do that. And despite the fact they're young, I probably get the third guy. Jokic is good enough to get it done. Jamal Murray, I believe, is good. I believe in the team. I would just believe in my team, get the third guy, and see what happens. And if they do that, they'll be fine. And even if they don't, they'll be fine. It depends on health. It depends on health for the immediate future. So,
Daddy Sage looking good tonight.
I'm not your father.
Bezos, you got anything? Bobo
What
for
the
real
fuck
means
is-
pubes in Philippines.
It
What
does.
is that?
It does. I can confirm. It does.
Is that Philippine dollars?
Yeah, it's pesos, bro.
Oh, that's pesos. Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
Bezos, you got
I actually
anything,
know that one.
You got anything quick
No,
on,
they trying to
on the
cook you
Denver
for your
Nuggets?
bull takes.
I gonna lie, I just don't know what the next move is for them. What MPJ and Jamal Murray are worth in the market if they were to trade them.
I ain't gonna lie,
so-
MPJ's worth shit to me.
I feel like I feel like trying to let them recover and see what happens is still an option. That's all I can say. But I truly don't know.
Let me say this, because MPJ got skipped by 15 teams when his back was supposedly better than it is now. If he was shit then, what makes his value more now? Yeah, you put up some points, you're NBA proven. Your back is worse than the already trash report already. I don't care if he was putting up 50, my nigga. If that means I only get 1 or 2 years out of you because you got a shitty back, and this ain't no, it's sprained or whatever. Nah, this is a serious back injury. This is some nerve type shit. I ain't gonna lie. I would be hanging up the phone, but that's just me. One last question, real quick, yes or no, about the Nuggets. In the next 3 years, Jokic winning another MVP? B-Souls, yes, no?
No.
Damo, yes, no?
Nah.
Sage, yes, no?
Fuck it, I might be different. Everybody healthy, you got shot. I say so, possibly.
This nigga is just out here being cardiac. That's crazy.
Basically.
I'm not. He got a shot.
This is a quick
enough.
team. This is a quick team. I ain't gonna lie to you because we're sick of them. And it's definitely time to blow it up. The Trailblazers, bro.
That's the easy one.
Yeah, don't have too much to say about this. I don't think we all do. Get rid of Dame. If not, hey, retire in peace.
Is that what you're saying they should do or what they will do?
They should.
I don't know if that's what they will.
Yeah, I don't think
ain't
that
gonna
they
lie.
will. I don't think that they will.
Yeah.
And if in 3 years, in the next 3 years, Dame is still on this stance, hey,
I don't even want to talk about that.
you don't even want to talk about you.
Yeah,
So that's to be honest with you, that's all I have to say. B-Souls, I'm
Yeah, that's all I have to
I
say.
agree.
too.
I agree. Next thing.
If this nigga Lamian is still out here complaining about his fucking abs on the Trailblazers, I'm losing my shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be more disappointed. I'm gonna be even more disappointed if CJ is still on the team.
That's a great point.
Dame and CJ, let it go.
That is
bro.
actually a
Fuck.
phenomenal point. If they're trusting that backcourt for that long, despite the numerous amount of centers they've gotten to pair with that to save the defense, you're an idiot.
if
That's
they
a great
look the
point.
same, if they look the same in 3 years, I think we're just I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
But let me point out how old Dame will be in 3 years, because I think people forget how old that nigga actually is. Dame will be 34 in 3 years. I don't know. He'll be retiring on that
He'll
team.
be good, but yeah.
No, I'm saying he'll be retiring on that team if he's on that team in 3 years.
Oh yeah, of course.
I feel like this is his last year with this team, though.
Hopefully. Going on to the Utah Jazz. We know about Donovan Mitchell. Good team. They need to get over that hump. The problem is some of their key guys are old as shit. Joe Ingles is 35. Bogdanovic is 34. Let me see how old Gogurt is, because I wonder how Gogurt will age, but that's just me. Gogurt is 29 right now, so he'll be 32. And Mike Conley is old as fuck as well. So where do we see these guys in 3 years? Mike Conley will be 37.
I'm gonna just get this out the way because I have
37.
strong feelings about it. The Jazz are one of those teams that will circle in ineptitude in terms of being the team that can go far but won't go far over and over and over again until they realize what they got going on is not the answer. They've already made tremendous progress with the superstar being Donovan Mitchell rather than a Gordon Hayward. That's great. But if you keep trying to beat this dead horse of having a bunch of statistical guys that defend the three, can shoot the three, all that blah, blah, blah. But we get it. On paper, they're impressive. On paper, they look good. But when it comes to playoff basketball, they don't have those guys, pal. They just don't. I'm tired of seeing the Jazz have a bunch of B to B plus players all over the court, ask for elite defense and Donovan Mitchell to make a play. It's pretty annoying already. It's new and it's annoying. You ask me personally, go in a different direction. They won't though, so they'll just be inept about it. But that's my opinion.
I vote trade Baguette Biyombo. That's the first thing I would do, and then you actually are a threat when it comes to playoff time. Yeah, that's really about it. What they would do, not what they should do. Oh my bad. So probably, if anything, they're just gonna ride it out and plateau. They're gonna keep this same core together, ride
That's
out for
crazy.
another 2 years, maybe add a piece. If anything, they'll collapse again this playoffs and then be like, we gotta find a guy, we gotta do something. and they'll fuck around, go out and get John Wall. That's what I predict them to do. Go get John
Yeah,
Wall.
they're not even gonna make a risky move. Someone in the chat said trade for CJ. I don't get trade for CJ, but someone in the chat, like, they won't even do something risky like that. They're gonna continue this core of 3-and-D, 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 3-and-D. Nice little 6-man. Donovan Mitchell. All right, bet. Let's make some plays. It's annoying at this point. All right, go with you.
Bezos, you got anything for them before we move on? This old team. This is an old team.
Yeah, I think Donovan Mitchell, I feel like he still has improvement, room for improvement in terms of, because I would say in the playoffs it's not really a problem in the playoffs, but just being more consistent in the regular season, so we kind of know what how much of a threat he is going into every single game. He still has improvement on that, but I'm gonna keep it hot. If by the end of next season, this is the same shit, they're a second round exit type shit, Donovan Mitchell might demand a trade. That's just my
I'm saying you're gonna lose D Mitch if you continue doing the same shit you've been doing before D Mitch even got there. It's as simple as that.
I'll say this before we move off on it. I keep stressing that they're old because in relative sense, I guess even Donovan Mitchell is old. People have to remember he came in at 21. Especially in like the current era or whatever, players coming in at 18. He came in at 21. So right now he's sitting at 25. I wanted to see when his birthday was. He's sitting at 25. I think the same age as me. Came in at 25. So in 3 years, he'll be 28. And everyone else around him will be older. I'm not saying Donovan Mitchell's game won't mature very well. Joe Ingles, already unathletic player. At 37 years old, I fear to see what he'll be. Bogdanovich, same situation. Old injured Mike Conley, similar situation. Rudy Gay is getting minutes on this team, same situation. So, hey, I feel like Damo said they might ride this one off and then just fall off into a cliff. I don't know.
You know what's funny?
What up, Zaddies? Any of y'all got some extra peanut butter?
Right.
I'm doing a project. Y'all looking real tasty, except Mr. Flaker. Lover over there. Who is that? Who's Mr. Flaker?
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I refuse.
Go ahead, Sage. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If we giving that attention, that's cool. You know what's crazy? I said this a while ago, and I forgot to bring this up. I'm glad you said the word athlete. I don't care how it sounds. Not having but like 2 to 3 athletic guys on the team is always,
yes,
it's a problem. I don't care.
Yes.
I just don't care.
Don't care
That's
how
why
smart
I said I'm throwing the stats out. I don't care. If you don't have guys that can run, jump, and make plays that you're like, holy shit, I don't care. They don't have no fucking athletes. If anything, get some athleticism on that team. Outside of Donovan Mitchell, Jordan. It goes like Donovan Mitchell, then Jordan Clarkson in terms of pure athleticism on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they got Eric Pascal.
Case closed.
They even got, they got old
case,
Hassan Whiteside.
Case closed. Case closed. Case closed.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what they're doing. CMB says after their first round exit, they'll get the long sought after missing piece, Robert Covington.
Yeah, I know he's trolling, but Robert Covington has been the name that y'all said for like 10 years now.
Aiden says
if they get Robert Covington,
yo, he's old, bro. He's old, bro. Holy
Aiden
shit.
says free D Mitch in Milwaukee. All right, they can send him anywhere. I ain't gonna lie. Jokic and a good Jokic pairing would be pretty nasty. Let's go to this next team. This one's more of an interesting team. Minnesota. Only 2 players that we really care about. We know who they are, and Cat. And the question is, where is Cat going? Y'all know my trade for him. I would love to see it. I'm a homer though, so I feel like my Atlanta situation where Atlanta trades John Collins and Cam Reddish for Karl Anthony Towns, that's very optimal. That's the best thing they'll get. To be quite honest with you, they can go ahead and get John Collins. But honestly, if we're being serious, this is an organization for years who have been inept. They need a new ownership. I ain't gonna lie. And I know they just got a new ownership. They need another new ownership. They need a new coach. They need new executives. They need all that. And then they just need to do shit right, bro.
Yo, D'Lo isn't good, Aiden.
Yo, Aiden, D'Lo isn't good, bro.
Yeah, that's y'all.
He's still loading, and it's at 30%, dude.
Loading is crazy.
That's wild.
Deloading.
I would say for the Timberwolves, it's obvious at this point you got to get rid of Cat. It's just no point of having him there on that team anymore. He's ran his course. It's obvious he needs a new. You guys need a fresh start. He needs a fresh start. Hey man, y'all take Westbrook. y'all take Westbrook. I'll give y'all Melo.
A Westbrook, D'Lo, Ant Edwards lineup is disgusting.
Hey, y'all take Westbrook. Y'all take who else we gonna give? Malik Monk. Y'all take him with it. Hey, Kendrick Nunn. Y'all take all them niggas. Give us Cat because he's unhappy, and we be good. But nah, realistically though, for the Timberwolves, get rid of him. Y'all projected to have the 8th pick this year, 6th pick next year. This year, y'all take says Unique. I don't give a fuck who that is. Take Patrick Baldwin if he's still there. You're at 8. And Omar, they're projected to take your guy at 6 next year. Big Scoop. If you can get AE, Big Scoop.
Oh my God. Hey, y'all know Scoop from Atlanta too. I ain't gonna lie. I will dead take the Hawks jersey off and put that one on because that's the real team Atlanta. I'm dead ass. That's the real team Atlanta. They really from Atlanta.
I would definitely say do that. Listen, bro, y'all in a position to basically restart and get some nice young assets. You have a figurehead. You have a culture changer in AE. Use it to your advantage. Cat does not. It from body language, at least, it just seems like he doesn't want to be there sometimes. He seems to be real have a lot of complaints, but that could just be what we're hearing from the media. We've heard Jimmy Butler say it himself. The media paint a bad picture of you for no reason or to push their narrative and push their agenda, and niggas are run with it. So I'm not going to just run with the unhappy Cat, but I'm just saying that Kitty ain't looking too happy, and everybody know unhappy Kitty is not.
Somebody stop this nigga. Somebody stop this nigga. Somebody stop him.
That Kitty ain't too happy.
I see.
I forgot who else was supposed to go. But
what do you mean by that?
Nah. Me very briefly. All I'm gonna say is I made a joke about Cat. Shout out my boy Swish out. I made a joke about D'Lo. Sorry, that he might be the worst starting point guard in the West. Didn't mean it. I was just trolling. Anybody that's
down the list.
Anybody that's about to act like that isn't a conversation at this point. It's tough.
Is he better than Killian?
Swish out was so mad that day we did that in that green room. I think he was pissed.
It was all a bit, but I was with this shit. I ain't give a fuck. I ain't get this.
Yeah, but okay. I mean,
yeah, it was dead ass like 2-point guards. It was Theo and who the fuck? It was Theo and somebody else. I was like, okay, he's not the worst. Pat Bev. It was Theo and Pat Bev. I was like, I guess he's not the worst. But oh shit,
D'Angelo Russell Westbrook is going crazy. Stop,
but all bits aside, I'll play devil's advocate. It's possible if Anthony Edwards goes that dummy that fast enough, you might be able to make shit work out with those two. I do think all three don't work. Somebody has to go. D'Lo definitely is the first to go before you move Ant and Cat and Ant or Cat, and it's not Ant or Cat, it's Cat. So it's but I think it's possible you could try to make Ant and a Cat work, but obviously if they don't fucking like each other. Well, I'm not saying they beef, but if Cat wants his touches, Ant's gonna get the touches, my boy. And if they can't make that work, then you pack Cat up and just believe in Anthony Edwards at that point.
Is Phoenix a possibility for Cat? Like a DeAndre
Ayton,
Cat?
Yeah,
they've been wanting to pair up D-Book and Cat for so long. Him, D'Lo, and Cat.
Yeah,
they've been trying.
No, here's the problem. I don't know if that fits Phoenix, even if they want to do it. Because Phoenix is all about the pick and roll, getting the mismatch, the center being physical with your player down low, and it is what it is. If they go to a set 7 3-pointer a game guy having to run the pick and rolls with Cat, I'm not saying Cat can't run a pick and roll or a pick and pop, but if they, I feel like that's just not what Cat would do. I feel like that's plugging in a controller into Karl Anthony Towns rather than. That's the kind of player he is, if that makes sense. I know that can sound a little shaky, but if it makes sense, that's what I think. I just don't think it happens.
I was gonna say, hopefully that means without Chris Paul. If that trade is to happen, it means without Chris Paul, because I think Chris Paul would really restrict Karl Anthony Towns' game. And I think that's what Sage is saying. That's what Sage is saying. That's what I'm saying too.
But even if he does restrict his game, the idea of, I mean, Chris Paul is getting old, but the idea of having a core D, Book, and Cat for the next 5 to 7 years, at that point, like
That's enticing.
Chris, yeah,
It is. It's a matter of, does Phoenix see themselves? I mean, the answer is obvious, but would Phoenix, if they took a hard enough loss, see themselves as not true contenders? Because right now they obviously see themselves as contenders. But if they got their ass whooped in the playoffs, like if the Lakers were on timing or the Warriors just showed that they were just that much better, it would take something like that for them to pull the trigger on something like that. And if that were to be the case, then it's not awful, obviously.
low key, my pick is Phoenix or Golden State getting Cat next year, depending on who loses in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, somebody
gonna
gonna
be
have to
some
get their ass whooped.
2016
Somebody gonna have to
final
get their
shit.
ass whooped.
Someone is gonna go to the parking lot and call up Cat. We need you, Cat.
Why not
We
Chicago?
need you.
Chicago's viable,
Nigga.
but I think you just wait for Nikola to play.
Doesn't
better.
fit my narrative. That's why.
Let me say this. So we can continue on. Who is the best 3-point shooter on the Timberwolves?
I would say Cat.
I would say Cat. I heard that.
Oh shit. It's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's really not even close.
He's the best 3-point shooting big ever.
Yeah, but it's not even close. I wish somebody was close to him. It's impressive. I'm seeing Ant get up 8-9 threes a game, but other than that, yeah, D'Lo mid, but Cat would be good for Golden State. He would. But let me tell you who would be better.
Good for Golden State.
Tell you who would be better. I ain't gonna lie, Scooter Henderson. And if you really from Atlanta, you know about Young Scooter, the rapper. Scooter Henderson is crazy, bro.
That was a nasty correlation.
Let's keep going. We got one less lonely girl.
What the fuck?
We have one more I was gonna say denomination to go through. One last division to go through. We will start with the Kings. We're gonna try to bust these out easy. I ain't gonna lie, chat. I ain't gonna lie, listeners of the podcast. It's some of these teams, they really just need to tank it out, start over. But honestly, they need a complete revamp and overhaul. The only way that the Kings can make any type of change, in my mind, is if new ownership comes in. What's his name? Vivek. I don't want to kill his last name. He's awful. The fact that Luke Walton held on for this long is awful. The fact that they keep getting worse every year and they have good talent is awful. They don't know what they're doing. They need to start selling root beers or some shit like that. I have nothing to say about this team.
I don't know. Oh my god. Go ahead.
I just wanted to get close and personal. Just so niggas can understand. I don't give a fuck about the Sacramento Queens. The niggas are hopeless. That's my take.
I was about to say I don't care about the Kings. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care.
Even in
Shout out Tyrese though. Shout out Tyrese.
Yeah, I'm saying that's the homie.
Friend of the pod.
Fox. Consider Fox trades. That's it.
And mind you, this is in 3 years. And in 3 years, we will not give a fuck about the Kings.
Yeah,
the
consider
Kings'
Fox
future
trade. That's it.
Is relocation. I ain't gonna lie, relocation's not even the answer. They relocate, they'll still be ass. So, let's go on to another team who we feel mixed about. The Clippers.
In 3 years?
Clippers in 3 years.
That's probably
Depends on how the Kawhi era ends. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at. We're looking at closer to the ends of the Kawhi PG era. I mean, I like them both. Not saying that they're fickle, but they might want out of there. Let me tell you how old Kawhi and PG are. PG's 31. Kawhi is damn. How old is Kawhi? Same age? I think so.
Hold on. Around that, at least.
Yeah, not too far off.
They were drafted the same
year. Yeah, they was drafted
not too far off.
Yeah, Kawhi's 30. So we're talking about 33 seasons. We still expected them to be playing at an all NBA level. It's the guys around them. They have a cool crew. They're scrappy. They play hard.
Rough Riders, one would say.
But ultimately, I think they need a little bit more building. Brandon Boston is also tearing up the G League. I ain't gonna lie to you. That little nigga is going off. But they need a little bit more roster revamping. They don't have too many draft picks, of course.
because of the whole Paul George trade. But yeah, how do we feel about them in the next 3 years?
They're gonna try to build around Kawhi and PG, and it's not gonna win them a championship. That's pretty much all it comes down to. Unless Kawhi just goes crazy one playoff run, which I don't put it past him as long as he doesn't get injured. Because every time he goes crazy in the playoffs, he somehow gets injured.
Yep.
So.
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Sexual
I mean,
tension.
I'm a Lakers fan. I will never in my life call them winning a chip. So bias, suck it. Don't care. But I'll say they're a playmaker away from being an actual fun. Put it that way. They're playmaker away from being fun. The problem is getting that guy. Don't know if you can really trade the assets because there's no draft in it unless you get extremely lucky. Kawhi gonna be him. Paul George is gonna be a really good player. They're the flippers, bro. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this shit.
Can someone remind me, was Paul George coming there like something Kawhi said, like, yo, you guys have to get Paul George if I was
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because I was gonna say if that wasn't the case, hey, having SGA right now would be kind of nice.
It was damn near gunpoint. In my personal belief, my headcanon, it's damn near gunpoint. Probably had the Lakers on the phone right next to me. He was like, "Look, do we got Paul George? Is this Clippers with Paul George or is this SGA? If it's Clippers with SGA, yeah, I'm gonna see you across the hall."
I think he would have stayed in Toronto. But go ahead, Damo. I think he would have stayed in Toronto if they can get him.
Possible.
I was just gonna say, Alvini Fettuccini recently said, "Fuck the Lakers, fuck the Clippers." All right, I don't trust these niggas. I'll never trust these niggas. They're cursed.
Not Alvini Tortellini, bro. Crazy.
Oh my! This nigga said Alvini pesto
Shout out my
sauce.
pasta brother.
Clippers 3 year gonna be watching SGA rookie.
Oh man. Oh,
What could have been?
Could you imagine Kawhi coming into work on year 3 and Ty Lue just has fucking SGA highlights up there? He's made all-star games. Shit's going crazy. I mean, their books seem to clear up, so maybe they can get another guy there in these later years. But yeah, let's get to the teams that we really want to talk about.
Alvini Fettuccini.
Spend these last couple of minutes talking about the teams that we actually care about.
Bro.
I'm gonna hear about that shit too. I already know. I'm gonna hear about that shit.
Shit.
Y'all want to start with the Warriors or the Lakers first? Let's do Warriors. I know y'all.
It
want
don't
the
matter.
Warriors.
It's a championship somewhere. In
It's a championship.
Yeah.
Honestly, if we're talking these two teams right here. Oh, we didn't do the Suns. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Fuck the Suns. Suns. Actually, we'll talk about the Suns. Honestly, 3-year outline. Don't see Chris Paul being on this team.
Hopefully they have a new owner.
Hopefully they have a new owner.
Hopefully.
They will pay DeAndre Ayton. I feel like the overpay is coming. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Omar, unfortunately, right? Unfortunately.
I don't know when you pay these role players. Role players max money is crazy to me.
Oh shit.
They will pay DeAndre Ayton. I can see. If out of all these teams that we've named in the West, outside of like the Lakers and the Warriors, in the next 3 years, that's a team that I could really see specifically making the finals and getting another ring, or getting a ring, I should say. So how do y'all feel about these guys in the foreseeable future? Now, Chris Paul's 80. Remember that. Chris Paul's 80.
Oh, the Suns?
Yeah, the Suns.
I don't care.
Nobody cares. It's
No way!
It's crazy to think like they're so good. They have so
good.
much talent. They play so well. They're fun to watch. Everything about them screams support, except the fact we don't care.
They're gonna be the 2010 Indiana Pacers of the West. That's what they're gonna be.
like it's just like
Eli gonna get mad at y'all. All right, so then let me finish it out then. Chris Paul will be 39. He'll be probably out of the league. Some of these filler guys, I don't know what Elfrid Payton will be. Y'all know Elfrid Payton and Cam Payne are the same fucking age.
I was about to say, wait, whoa, is Elfrid Payton on that team too?
Yes.
They have Elfrid Payton and Kendrick Payne.
I never knew they had that for Peyton.
They look look the
What
same.
the fuck?
Wow.
Wait, Omar, did we skip a bunch of teams? Because we didn't talk about OKC, I'm pretty sure.
There's nothing to talk about.
I mean,
Yeah, I thought we said, oh, my bad. I thought we
understand-
said there was nothing to talk
No,
about.
No,
I
I
don't
mean, they're
understand
just
where the
spamming
spam.
OKC in
Yeah,
the
I don't
chat.
understand where the
Yeah.
spam came from. Like we weren't done, but I
Yeah, and
guess
we're also not done. I don't know.
Chat. What do you think OKC should do?
I'm about to say. I guess.
What the fuck? Keep fucking drafting. All
I
right.
think build around Lou Dort. Is that what you want
Wait.
to hear?
Either let me tell Chat something. ISO real quick. Let me tell Chat something real quick. Listen. Specifically, if you're an OKC fan, who's that? Go Bells is in the chat? Is that who the fuck is in the chat? Okay.
Saying.
Listen, bro. OKC, and y'all gonna be disappointed. Either y'all gonna end up like Brad Stevens screwing over a bunch of picks, picking Semi Ojale for the next 3 years, or y'all are gonna hit one of these diamonds in the rough. But until then, I don't care about Darius Baisley. I'm sorry. I don't care about X player on that team because you know why? I only know 3 players on that team. It fucking suck. Oh, Josh Giddey. I'm sorry. I know Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, SGA, of course, and Darius Baisley. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at a roster and I still don't know anybody on this team.
They're gonna be drafting a
this
bunch
team.
of Romeo Langfords, bro.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
crazy.
I don't. What did they want us to say? They're one of those teams that you got in my league. You just press the sim button. Like what the fuck? Like SGA good, Lou Dort good, Josh Giddey wait.
Damo, what's that movie? It's a movie about football where the nigga they let, I think it's called Invincible, where they let the bartender dude try out for the Eagles and then he made the Eagles. You know what team I'm talking about?
I know.
I
what
think
you're
it's called
talking about.
Invincible. OKC needs to hold open tryouts for just somebody around OKC, and they need to let like Hezi God get on the team.
Chat, just so y'all know, with all these fucking picks in next year's draft, they literally have their pick, which is projected to be 4. So they're not even projected to be top 3. So hopefully you can strike iron or strike gold there. Their other 2 picks are projected to be 25 and 27. Not gonna lie to you, looking real Romeo Langford-ish to me.
Semi Ojale.
It's giving
It's giving.
Abu Sele vibe.
No,
is my
it's
fan.
giving.
It's
Not
giving
not
Abu
wait,
Sele.
not French Draymond.
Not Taylor Horton Tucker. Not Taylor Horton
Hey, you're not doing that.
It was right there, bro.
You're not doing that.
Not whoa.
It's like it cool.
Stage fucked it up.
The
Stage fucked it up.
Thunder, them niggas trying to pray for another bit. That's the only reason niggas care about Giddy ass, because he's a bit. Niggas praying for another
That's
bit like
crazy.
Kuzmania.
That's
Holy
crazy.
shit.
To think
Holy
that your
shit.
team is drafting for meme players.
Niggas is drafting for bits.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna just watch a King of the Fourth Quarter video if I really wanted to see OKC's fucking future, bro. I don't care, dude.
Them niggas drafted for YB better.
Listen, and we already decided we don't care. We don't care
Oh,
about the
shit.
Suns, bro. Josh Giddey gonna be a top white boy.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
shit.
what we're drafting for. That's what we're drafting.
Give a fucking
Let's go ahead and get to some of these real teams. Let's talk about the Golden State Warriors. Main thing is aging of their 3 main guys. We're talking about Draymond. We're talking about, it's the historic L for me. We're talking about Draymond. We're talking about Clay. We're talking about Steph. The development of their young guys in the next 3 years. And honestly, this luxury tax situation. They are in luxury tax hell. Steph is.
Forgot
one
about
more.
this, my bad.
Trey says, OKC just made history and you're going to disrespect them. Y'all wild for that. They made history for losing by 70.
They have the 2 worst losses in NBA history, home and away. That's wild.
Steph is about to be making 50 mil in a couple of years from now. Clay is about to be making 43 mil. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Sounds like trade for Cat, bro. I don't know.
Omar, this is the same shit you was saying this offseason, saying how it wasn't going to work for him because of this very thing. And we are where we are in the
No.
NBA today.
Listen, I think you be misunderstanding me when I say that. Damo, it's gonna hurt them eventually. Like if it's not today, that tax bill is.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
That tax bill. Listen, inflation is high. Ethereum gas fees are high. They can't keep paying this tax, bro. If
Bro.
their pockets is that long, hey,
Listen,
fuck
if
these salaries.
they're able to draft solid role players, if they're able to develop players, which they have shown at least since the year of 2014, 2013, 2015, to be able to develop solid bench players, I don't think that's a trait that's just gonna go away. They literally brought up Gary Payton's son, who is a veteran All-American G League player. He played on every G League team. Came up to the NBA, is giving you valuable minutes. They are playing they're playing guys that ass niggas were saying at the beginning of the season.
What the fuck
This
did
is
he
the
say?
same G League team.
The veteran All-American G League shit was crazy.
Bro, go look at chat. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you look at Gary Payton's second track record in the G League, I swear to you, it's probably only 2 teams he hasn't played for in the G League. They brought him up at the age of 28. He's in his prime. If they can't keep doing that, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh shit!
I don't know what to tell you. Like, this is the formula they have, because you have Stephen Curry. If Clay's 80% of himself, which even at the age of 36, Clay's going to be able to shoot. Ray Allen was still able to shoot until he retired, and teams still offered him a contract 2 years after, because you don't lose that trait. That's not something you lose when you're an elite shooter. Draymond is the only player that I feel like his fall off is going to be crazy. But even then, nigga, his contract will be up. If he wants to leave, let him leave. Have him on a value fucking deal.
I think he got a player option. And my thing is, next year, between 4 players, Steph, Clay, Wiggles, and Draymond,
Wiggles is mad funny.
just fitting him.
Look,
Casually saying Wiggles.
they're at 146 with those 4 players. And then the following year, you take off A Wiggles, and you're at 121. That's a lot of money. I don't know. That's just me though.
And you know what's crazy? Cum Bucket, Moses Moody. Yo,
They
it's so
have the
much
best
joke.
nicknames. They have the best nicknames. They have the best nicknames.
Hey,
Not
Cum
A
Bucket,
Wiggles and Cum
Moses
Bucket.
Moody, a pool party. They still got the rights to Nico Mannion if he gets his shit together. I don't know what he's doing in the G League, but I'll look it up.
Nigga making
Hey,
pizza.
That's racist. They dead ass have so many players, and they have the rights to their rookie deals, that if these players pan out, fuck a tax. Fuck a luxury tax. You go over the cap to get them, you keep them. You still got your team around Steph and Clay. And you got Wiseman. They can afford this. They're built for this, and they can still draft players. I don't see a problem with the Warriors anytime soon. These niggas are dead ass. Oh, a repeat of the Spurs dynasty at this point.
Cum Bucket is mad funny.
Pool party and A Wiggles. That's wild.
Bezos, you got something to say about them?
Are the Warriors? I said they should try to. I'm still of the belief that you should try to maximize your time with Curry and Clay still. Like I know their future is bright, as it is right now. But if that means not securing or not being able to more securely get a ring with Steph and Clay in the next 2 years, I'd still be leaning towards that side of the side of the fence. But that's just me though. That's just me. I don't know if that's actually what they're gonna do though.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Sage.
I prefer to keep what you have. Risk injury, risk changing unnecessary things. But outside of that, I mean, Dom said everything I was basically going to say. It's basically the Warriors way rather than is the Spurs way or the Patriots way. The Warriors got this shit a lot. Draft instead of sign players that will get criminally underpaid. You'll develop them into being someone that they never were. Draymond got Jordan Poole playing defense. I mean, I'm not saying Jordan Poole's a lockdown, but like I forgot how to pronounce his last name.
Juan Toscano Anderson.
Toscano Anderson. He played defense. Now he might get 12 turnovers in 5 minutes, but he also like 5 turnovers in 12 minutes. But he also might play some defense. I just like what they got going on. I think this is like the simplest thing. They're gonna be great for a long time. It's a matter of when Curry falls off, which at that point, no shit. Then who the fuck knows?
Curry a bitch.
So are they a contender to you, Bezos? Are the Warriors right now a contender to you?
Yeah, but it's the same reason like why KD not that it's on the same like the exact same lines, but It's the same reason why they got KD in 2017. Like, they still were going to be contenders in 2017 without KD, but it's the fact that they had an opportunity to get better, so why not get better? And, more securely be the favorites to win the championship.
I mean, but that comes with, like, the problem that it had when KD was there. If you give up all your depth, if you give up what made the Warriors way, you're relying on your big four. Curry
and you
has
win
helped,
2 championships.
You might, because Curry has had his health problems in the past. Clay's coming off injury. Draymond's Draymond. And who knows, whoever this player that they decide to go get is, if he stays healthy. They stay healthy, cool. We live in this realm of we playing 2K with no injuries, cool. But this is a team that's not even 100% healthy now. This is a team that tried that same thing and ended up, I'm not going to say biting the ass, because they did win 2 chips off of it. So it works, but it dramatically ends. Like, it ends in drama. It ends in all this bullshit. So I don't know if that's the way to go. I feel like the formula they have now works just fine.
I think the dramatic ending, the 2 rings that they got out of the dramatic ending was worth it, to be quite honest with you. But let me also say this before we move on to America's favorite team and wrapping up this pod. Andre Iguodala is 38. Steph is 33. Draymond is 31. Andre Iguodala will definitely be out of the league. Steph, 33. He'll be 36. He'll still be playing great. I don't think he'll be playing this level. If he is, more power to him. Draymond Green is that big question mark. I think everybody can admit to that. A 34-year-old Draymond is nasty. Just saying those words is nasty. Let's go to our favorite team, the Los Angeles Lakers. Listen, man. 3 years from now, LeBron is 40.
Still great.
LeBron is 40. Russell Westbrook is 36. Hella,
he's not
I
gonna be
don't
on the
like
team.
hella nasty.
He's
hella nasty.
We all agree Russell Westbrook is not a long term.
He lucky if he's still on the team after fucking trade.
Thank you. This is looking like real. Listen,
Come
at the
on,
beginning of the
man.
season, I was feeling like, man, I hope this don't turn out like 2013. This shit looking like it's turning out like 2018 for LeBron. I don't know if this team's gonna be here by trade deadline, bro. Like, every game we play and lose, I'm just like, man, that locker room gonna look real different in February. Like,
Hey, AD is 31. Melo will be out the league. I don't know what to tell you. Avery Bradley will be out the league. I ain't gonna lie. Wayne Ellington will be out the league. Kent Bazemore will be out the league. Dwight Howard will be out the league. DeAndre Jordan will be out the league. Starting over. So, one, I think the first question is, we don't think Russ will be on this team past this year, maybe even. Is LeBron still here? And what do the Lakers do?
I would say so. I think they run this AD LeBron duo to the ground, and LeBron retires on that third year. I'm gonna lie. In 3 years, LeBron James is either gonna be having his final season or his second to last season. Something along there. I think he will retire Laker though. I think he will.
I genuinely feel like LeBron's not gonna, as much as it would be great for him to, I don't think he's gonna go out like Tim Duncan. I feel like he's gonna go out like Kobe and D Wade, which means I think he's gonna end up returning to Cleveland before, like, his last season. He's going back to Cleveland and have a retirement tour. So I would say we get 2 more years of the LeBron AD duo. Obviously, my guy THT and Austin Reeves is going to be backing them up as our solid role playing starters playing defense, hitting shots, and we just find a way to turn this trash heap called Westbrook into a solid third option, maybe even a second option, and LeBron just regresses and, plateaus offensively, playmates, and just saves himself for the playoffs every year. I don't know. I just see at least one championship, if anything, in the realm of possibility if we get it right. But yeah, in 3 years, LeBron's going to be in Cleveland.
I was saying, mind you, next year is his
Chill.
last year. Next year is his last year in Cleveland. I mean, not in Cleveland, in LA.
Cool.
Contractually, LeBron.
So LeBron, I mean, if anything, shit, that could be even sooner, or he can just do another thing where he signs a 2-year or 1+1, or 1 plus a player option or some shit like that. Because he's been doing that recently. I want to say his last deal was something similar to that. It wasn't like a long deal. It was like kind of shorter with an option. But
do y'all think he's gonna go out of his way to play with Bronny? When he gets,
I think so.
I think
I think he stated that, didn't he? He said that was his dream. Like, he
wants to
like
play in
to
the
be
league.
like, Like to be like Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. Like that's what he wanted to do,
Yeah, I think so.
which isn't which
So what
honestly
if Bronny
isn't
gets
bad.
drafted by the Jazz?
He's going to
And
Utah.
he's going to Utah,
Hey.
which Dwayne Wade fucking partially owns. So I mean,
Okay, that might not be the best.
I'm about to say that makes
Like
sense.
OKC or some shit.
If
I'm
he
just
gets-
asking. I'm just asking.
If he gets drafted to OKC, he's going there. It's 1 year. We know what he's doing. I think honestly, we need to criticize Adam Silver. That could be for another podcast because if he's not rigging things up like he's supposed to, David Stern is rolling over in his grave. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's pissed off at how he's rigged this shit up better.
Yo, come on,
Rig
man.
this shit up better, bro. Sage, how do you feel about the Lakers? Well, honestly, my question to you, because I didn't ask it for the last one. Between the Lakers and the Warriors in these next 3 years, do we see over under 2 rings
From just one team.
from
Yeah,
both teams?
somebody got from both combined. Yeah,
Yes, somebody's
yes.
winning one.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
yes,
they-
yes. I see two out of 3 will be one of those 2 teams. Yes.
I think it's
Okay.
under for both of them.
2 of them. Then. You think it's under for both of them? You think only one ring happens?
I low-key think like we're in this like parity era in the NBA. Ain't gonna lie.
So
Like there's no clear super team that's gonna dominate the next 5
nigga
years.
get a mustache
Yeah, that-
talking
that-
about parity. Shut
yeah, I'm
your-
about to say
shut
that's
your whack
fine. We
ass
talking
up,
about
nigga.
we talking about
Shut
3
your
seasons.
bitch
though.
ass up.
Yeah, yeah.
Bezos.
A different champion for every single year.
All right, so-
That's
But
Alright,
it's
so-
parity because of the situation we in the NBA. The fact that the Lakers decided to be idiots and get Westbrook is why it seems like there's more parity than it is. The fact that Kyrie is like, I'm not an
You're not playing
anti-vaxxer,
basketball,
but I'm
yeah.
just not gonna get the vaccine. Low key,
Well-
that's why it's hella parity. Because
yeah,
if
yeah. I understand that, but
I mean, well, with context, yeah, okay, and all right, bet, yeah. I mean, I guess there's parity.
I'm about to
We'll
say,
see. We'll see in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
okay. Yeah, I'm about to say that's
Parity, 20
kinda.
games. 1/4 of the way in is parity. Let's see.
I'm
what
about to say
happens
yeah,
when the
kinda
playoffs
weak.
start.
I can't rock with.
I'm
it.
just talking about
Like,
the end product. Because even in the 70s, I mean, the Bucks and the Celtics were always like 1 seeds every single year. I mean, they're always championship contenders. I'm just talking about the end result.
Listen,
The Heat
yeah,
are
the-
in there somewhere.
Because the way we've talked about these other teams, like we've talked about the Nuggets potentially failing.
Did we
all
talk
the-
about? Oh, never mind. That's
Yeah, we
easy.
talked about all these other teams failing. It seems like the only 3 teams we're even fathoming winning a chip anytime soon are Phoenix, Golden State, and the Lakers. Maybe and the Clippers if Kawhi goes crazy. So of those 4, yeah,
Nigga's quad's gonna give up before he goes crazy.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Kawhi goes crazy, GG's because he ain't
Only-
gonna win it. He's gonna-
Only parity in this league, Bezos, is a parody's nuts.
Alright, bro.
Go ahead and send. The
Yeah,
link.
I didn't even say anything about the Lakers.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, AD and LeBron running into the ground. Anthony Davis, prepare for that era as early as you can. I feel like that's something that's a bit underrated. Prepare for the AD and blank era. Find out who the fuck blank's gonna be. Because Bron ain't gonna be here forever, but Bron is gonna be here for a really good time. so,
What is he, is she?
Are you ready for
Bron-
me? Stop.
Yeah,
Are you ready for me to pitch it? Are you ready for me to pitch it, Sage?
yeah. Go ahead. We can move on.
There's only one man that I think can fulfill this role. If he does not go back overseas, Luca finds a way over there.
You're saying Luka retires and then comes back.
I will
What the
on,
fuck?
on God. If Luca goes to the Lakers somehow, mind you, we're predicting, and this is 3 years. If Luca finds a way to the Lakers, I will get like a Lakers logo on this titty, a Lakers logo on this titty. Like I will go crazy. I've been a Lakers fan though. Y'all knew that.
crazy.
Oh my
to predict Luca is going to retire and then come back.
He'll figure out some way. Damo, get out of the camera. He'll figure out some way.
I'm not talking about that. I'm looking at the chat. Yo, Zeb, you're disgusting. You're
Oh, yeah.
fucking disgusting, Zeb.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I
wanted
just
to call
told
you
Chad
out
out.
on the
They've been on
pod.
some crazy shit.
You're
for the last minute.
disgusting, Zeb.
MVP member, Chronic Chaos. Yo, what's up, bro? What's up?
I didn't realize
What's
we
up,
have no-
twins?
we didn't have
What's
no
up,
military
twins?
shit on.
Don't worry about that. I didn't have military shit on before. So what you talking
Ask
about?
your question. Ask your question.
All right, whatever. Look here. By the
Look
way,
here.
B-Souls,
What up?
B-Souls, my spaghetti is fucking delicious. It's
Glad
Is
fucking-
to
that a
hear.
gun?
Huh?
Ask the question.
What?
All right, bet. All right, bet. So earlier in these spaces, I was with Damo in the spaces earlier. I don't know how the fuck we got on this topic. We was talking about like top real niggas or some shit. And I wanted to ask y'all, who are y'all top 5 real niggas?
Bezos, who's the top real niggas? Who are the top real
Yeah,
niggas?
Bezos, who's the top real nigga, bro? Who's your number one real
hold
nigga?
on. I need to get
Data not found.
let me tell y'all my top 5 real quick, and then I'm gonna let y'all go.
Yeah.
Number 1, Jesus. Jesus is my number 1. Number 2, it's my mama. My mama's a real nigga. I don't know how the fuck she kept up with my crazy ass raising me for 18 plus years. Shout out to my mama. Number 3, who the fuck is my number 3? Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle, that's my number 3. He
Yo,
keep it real.
Can we
You
see
know
her
what I'm
face?
saying?
Okay, never mind.
Dave Chappelle is my number 3.
Why he number 3?
Because he keeps getting canceled for telling the real shit. What is he talking about? Like, anytime this
This is
motherfucker
the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my
says
life.
some shit real, he gets canceled because he makes a joke out of it. And it's funny. I'm like, what the fuck?
Has he
You
ever
know what I'm
gotten
saying?
canceled? And honestly, do you still think Dave Chappelle is funny?
Oh fuck.
I do.
Look at
I
you.
mean,
Yeah, this
to
took
a
a
certain
left.
extent. To a certain extent.
Yeah,
But
alright.
that's not the point. That's not the point. We're not talking about that right now.
Is he not?
I forgot.
Am I a raccoon? Am I the only one that think he funny still? Damn.
Hey, I don't know. But look here. Number 4. My
You
nigga
don't
Damo.
know. Have you watched
Damo.
your stand up and did you laugh?
You think Damo's a top of all time, your top 5 real niggas?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a
I ain't
goal.
gonna
Me and
lie.
Damo,
I
me
ain't
and
gonna lie.
Damo, we're here. We're
Right there, buddy. Right there.
That's crazy.
I'm with it.
Yin
Yes.
yang?
Sound like a
That's
nigga
kinda
mad
crazy.
he didn't make the list.
In the Discord, on the pod, in spaces, we are here, my nigga. You want to talk
Hey,
about twins?
You see what's going on? You see what's going on right here? SOS. All that dick riding you doing, that shit's illegal, nigga.
That's
Sound
crazy. We're supposed to be brothers in this motherfucker. And you want to talk about dick
that's
riding?
crazy.
Niggas
All
mad
that
they
dick
not
riding,
on
Why
the
you
list,
get
bro.
off of my dick?
That
Mm.
that's a punishable offense, my nigga. All that dick riding you doing. Go ahead. Who's your 5th? Hurry up.
Get out of here. LeBron.
Yeah,
I'm above Braun. Let's go.
This is crazy.
Yes, go.
No
Who's your top 5?
historical
Who's your top
figures
5
for real,
niggas?
for real. This nigga just rode so much dick, it's ridiculous.
And it's crazy because you're doing the exact same thing. I'm supporting one of my brethren out there. You're doing the exact same amount of dick riding. You need to hop the fuck off and
Nigga
stay
said
the fuck
reverse.
off.
Nigga said reverse. Anyway, if we're really doing this, I'll give you 3.
I definitely get
Yeah, we got a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck? Fred Hampton is a real nigga. Larry Hoover is a real nigga. And I don't want to put LeBron because that's corny as fuck. That's dick riding. Probably. And I ain't gonna lie, me. I'm top 3 real niggas.
Get the fuck out of here. This
I
nigga
would
said
say
me.
for me,
Get
my
out.
list as of today, Tristan Thompson's number 1 for that text he sent that girl about the baby. Yeah, Tristan Thompson number 1. Number 2, the baby for kicking that broco out of his house. And number 3, DJ Academics, because we hard on thoughts all 2022.
Sage, you got at least 3 real niggas.
I'm trying to think. What do I want to do? Do I want to? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the bit. Tebow.
Tim?
Nah, the nigga, the taco on the stick, nigga. The dude that had the
Tim?
tacos
Oh, my
on the
Carly?
stick. Yeah, that's a real nigga.
I didn't even know that was that nigga's name.
Yeah,
This nigga will
Tebow,
carry
real
a
nigga.
water bottle. on a fucking
Oscar
stick.
Proud. That's a real nigga. And Uncle Phil, of course. That's a real nigga too.
Uncle Phil.
So like let me get I don't know everything about his preach, but the attitude of man, fuck this bullshit. Let me put X and Malcolm X in that jump. And I guess it's corny, but I'm gonna go anyway. Let me get the Bean in there, John, too. But I don't know. With the question of real niggas.
Is this
I don't like
before Chronic goes? Is this racist if I ask B Souls?
I'm not answering it, bro.
No. I'm saying top 3.
Why
top
not?
3. Listen. Top 3 real Asians. All right, get Chronic out of here. Get Chronic out of here. Get Chronic out of here. Get Chronic out of here.
Peter.
Peter. Alright, bro.
Peter
I hate y'all. Y'all have been instigating this Peter MC Vsauce beef, bro.
Yo, Peter is a crazy answer. Peter is a crazy answer.
Oh shit.
Hey,
That was funny.
Look at you getting racist. Jackie Chan. Fuck out.
No, Cap. He's seen one
Russell
person.
from Up. Fuck outta
He's
here.
seen one person say Jackie Chan and said, "Look at Chad, look at Chad, they getting racist." Like, what?
No, they started. Look, Ned. Oh, God,
No,
they
that's
started.
crazy. All right. Go ahead. What's your question?
Rock Lee. Oh,
Nigga
Rock
said
Lee
Rui.
is
A nigga
nasty.
said Rui.
He's not even
no
real.
cap.
He's literally not even real.
Yeah, I definitely just did a bit. I
Rock
wasn't
Lee and
prepared.
Rui is the worst.
Luke King.
Y'all niggas is.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Y'all niggas is.
Oh my
niggas.
god, that's so racist. Y'all are Chad. Y'all are
bro.
racist. All right, go
Y'all
ahead.
are
What's the question?
All right. Wait, hold on. Can we say? Can I say Genghis Khan is a real Asian?
That's wild.
All right.
It's
If he said the same thing for the original question, nah, y'all crazy. All right,
my
it's
God.
okay.
These
All right.
are the people that you brought up here. Go ahead. Ask
You
the question.
did.
All right,
All right,
all
all
right,
right.
question. I wanted to hear.
It's Asian. It's
I don't know.
fine.
I want to hear. What are you guys' thoughts on this year's Grammy nominations? And I wanted to ask you, has the value of a Grammy gone up or down?
Ain't gonna lie, bro. Keep it real. My Spotify Wrapped is more important.
Yeah, a down easy answer. I don't even know who the nominations are, but down easy answer.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dama.
I was gonna say definitely the value of a Grammy went down, and because I have a bias, Tyler the Creator.
I think the more the artists are talking about it, letting people know like the actual process. I think when processes are so it's so vague, it's so but then they've been outed for the misdoings, all that shit loses the allure. Same thing with the Football Hall of Fame and the Baseball Hall of Fame, the college football selection process, all of it's bullshit. I don't know.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. You guys have a great night.
You too,
Peace
bro.
out.
Great joke. Genghis Khan got away.
That's funny. Hey, Sean said gotta be Goku. Shit's hilarious.
Oh shit.
Yo,
What up?
Hold on, wait. My fault. Okay, I look. You got two questions. I can ask two.
Yeah, go ahead.
As long as they quick.
Oh, wait.
About to make
My
it three.
bad. I'm looking at the stream on my TV. It's hella delayed. Okay. So my first one. This is the Redditor says, but the whole panel can answer. Besides Luca, who y'all think is the next him?
Nigga asked y'all that shit. Shit. This is just bold prediction. Probably either Ja or A. Either Ja
who?
A. John
Anthony
Morant
Edwards.
or Anthony Edwards. One of those two.
Oh.
Jokic is there too. Jokic is there too. Jokic probably, if he's not already.
I should have told by the do-rag you was a Sage fan, so that makes sense.
Any nigga that
I
wears
would
a
say
do-rag being a
any nigga
Sage
that wears
fan is
yep, any nigga wearing a
crazy.
do-rag.
That is crazy. That is absurd.
But I would say for me personally, because my hymology is way looser than Sage's.
Yeah, I'm
AE
saying.
and Ja are already hymns. Jokic already made the hymn draft. So my next hymn is AD Garnett, aka Evan Mobley. That's the next hymn.
brother.
Hey, I'm a
AD
Cavs
gonna
fan, so I fuck with that. Yeah.
AD
you're a fan
Garnett.
of being miserable, nigga? That's terrible.
They're not miserable no more. They found their guy. They
I
found
ain't
their
gonna
guy.
lie.
It don't matter.
Niggas gonna avoid it, and we'll double back at the end of the year. Scotty Barnes is really, really good.
Scotty Barnes. I do like
Yeah.
Scotty.
He is. That's
Scotty
really
Barnes is
good.
really, really good. B-Souls, I know you don't watch basketball, but do you have an answer to this?
I just said it. Trey. I said Trey Young.
Trey Young.
Bartholomew?
Look
Sneakily,
I can see that.
sneakily having a better year than Luca this year. What was your second question?
He like that answer. All right, go ahead.
All right. So my second question is really more of a statement. So I've been watching the pod for a long time now. What's up with the slander for Darius Garland, man? Like, I mean, he's been going crazy this season. He just dropped 31 against the Jazz. Like, what's up with the slander?
It's because of John Morant. That's it.
Yeah,
It's a comparison with John Morant. That's it. And these hoop concessions goons, man.
This nigga V Souls is a minute. My thing is, he has one good game, and that's supposed to negate all the other bad games. And y'all like, look
He
at
just
this
dropped
guy.
35 the game before.
30 point score. Ooh, you forgot about the games where he went. He had like 8 points, 4 games in a row. Like, fuck this nigga, bro.
Hey, bro, listen.
I
I've
think
been
he's that
actually,
bad.
I've been actually watching Cavs games, bro. So Darius has definitely stepped it up, and I'm talking Garland, not that hoops concession stand worker.
Not the concession stand.
But anyway,
Yeah.
Darius Garland definitely has picked it up since we started, like, slandering him. So he's definitely started to show a little more of that potential.
Bullying
that niggas
works.
have been
I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, bro, a lot of niggas I bullied have stepped it the fuck up. I love it. But he's actually been showing a little bit of something. You know who hasn't, though, and who will keep getting slandered? Killian Bumfuck Hayes, bro.
That nigga's ass.
Yeah.
That nigga's ass.
Yeah.
That nigga can eat a bag of
Nella's
dicks.
like, yeah,
that
he right.
nigga, that nigga's
He went
ass.
from sharing the hate load with Darius Garland to now Darius is playing good. He getting this whole load.
The whole low.
While what Damo said is nasty, I don't even care about Darius Garland. Killian Hayes is the worst basketball player I've ever seen in my life. He's the nigga that you pick up because we need 5. We got 9. He walks in, you wait 5 more minutes, see somebody else walks in, and then you say, fuck it, bro. I guess we got to. That nigga's ass. That nigga's ass.
Shit.
That's crazy.
All right, get Nelly up out of here.
All right,
Appreciate
so
the
Appreciate
cue,
you,
man.
twin.
Appreciate you, my boy.
Appreciate it,
Nah,
buddy.
that nigga's ass, bro.
Another
Oh
stage
shit!
fan.
Is that Bronny?
That's crazy.
Eh?
No.
Damo said
sorry.
another sage, man.
I heard that shit.
Okay.
Yo, we all don't wear do-rags, man.
Hey,
Yo,
buddy, let me ask you a
I
question.
do.
Yeah, are you a stage fan?
Yes, of course.
Exactly.
I mean, I found out about it. Like,
Hey, whoa. Did you find out about the pod through Sage?
no, I've been watching.
Bing bong! Bing
Let 'em say-
bong!
Let them know, Sage. Let them know.
What's wrong with him?
You got a blowhorn?
Go ahead.
That's a
Go
It
ahead.
didn't
megaphone.
even work.
Anyway.
man.
It didn't go. It didn't go
It's a
nowhere.
megaphone. It's off.
Go ahead.
It's
Go
not-
ahead. Go
anyway,
ahead. Go
okay,
ahead.
look.
Wrong
So
with
I just wanted to know.
All right,
I just wanted to know y'all top 3 rappers that y'all wish were alive today to keep making music. For example, like I got X, Juice WRLD, and LA Capone. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, you took 2 of mine.
I'm about to
Goddamn.
say shit. In terms of music that I miss and I just wish hit the planet again. Fuck. Damn.
I'll say since I have a different opinion on this. I feel like in these conversations we live in like a romanticized version of it. Specifically speaking, let's just go a little bit older because we'll say some shit about the younger ones. I personally don't think if Biggie or Tupac were still alive, they would be considered in that GOAT conversation. To expect them niggas to last 20 plus years, like a Jay-Z has, like a Kanye has, and everything like that.
Wayne.
Like, well, Wayne's a bitch. Like these other rappers, I just don't see it. So when you make these people alive again, they would have to then reinvent themselves over and over to stay relevant. I think at album like 3 or 4, niggas would get stale. And I feel that same way about some of these younger rappers. With that being said, Pop Smoke isn't a rapper. He's an entertainer. So that's the answer. The only answer.
I just want you to understand, buddy. Listen, first of all, I just want people to understand this man asked a genuinely good question, and Omar said, I hear your question. I'm gonna use it to slander old niggas and niggas I don't like. Terrible.
didn't even look. I'm not even gonna go into the whole GOAT conversation, but I still would like to hear more music from Tupac and Biggie if they didn't die.
You probably would.
Like just more original.
I genuinely don't care because them niggas ain't my time period. But I do feel like
Fuck them
if
niggas, right?
No, I'm not gonna say that. But if Snoop Dogg made it this long, so could they. But that's just my opinion
Nah,
on them. being
think
from the 90s.
about how many times Snoop Dogg reinvented himself, though.
But why wouldn't they?
Once? He did it once with the Snoop Lion thing.
No. Nigga has. I think Snoop has a techno album, a house music album, a gospel album. He had the gospel album of the year. last year.
But that's not change. That's not reinventing yourself. That's just doing a new sound. When you're around for 20 years, you do new sounds. That's not reinventing yourself. No, that's not. He hasn't. How many techno albums does he have? He don't got a plethora of techno
2, I ain't
albums.
gonna lie.
He don't got 6 though, so he didn't change his whole
All right,
demeanor. But he was Snoop Lion for a summer and went back to Snoop Dogg.
I'm saying though those are outliers, and to also just think that every single rapper that's died gets into that outlier category, I would think is just very.
So
But I
what's
don't
your
think we
answer?
think that.
Did you give
Pop
an
Smoke.
answer?
Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke.
He said
I
3.
guess.
No, that's it. I don't give a fuck about nobody else. Pop Smoke. I'm dead.
Okay, well for
Okay.
me, you took Juice and X, so those are my go-to. Those are my favorites as of like newer rappers. So I would say Lil Peep, because I found out about Peep way too late, sadly. I would say Speaker Knockers, because I found out about Speaker Knockers after one song.
That's good.
And
That's
I
good.
would say my nigga Lil Snoop, because he never got his fair shot.
You took my 2 as well. X and Juice. I were big on those boys. Essentially, about to pioneer a whole different type of. I was big on them, bro. Rest in peace, of course. Juice and X, and then third from my area at least. Y'all not gonna know who he is, but Swipey is a rapper. He had a different sound from this area. Like a lot of criticism about the DMV is everybody has the same sound. Swipey was a bit different, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And I wasn't a huge fan, but like right as I started to get into him, passed. So I would 100% want him to come back. But yeah, those would be my 3.
Real quick, honorable mention, 6 Dogs. Somebody just said him in the chat. I forgot. I dead ass forgot 6 Dogs passed away. Like that's crazy. I forgot that. That's wild.
This is generic as fuck, but Juice, Biggie, and Tupac would be mine. All right.
I don't even know.
Appreciate
He
that.
asked me
I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
All right, bro. All right.
I'm just
You
saying.
are on my penis.
To say
Crazy.
Biggie is crazy. Nate Dogg, Chronic, I don't think he counts. Do you want to do one more?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Oh, word.
Sponsor the stream. Shout out to the big hundo, man.
Hey,
We hear it.
Yeah.
Niggas, Wendy's check came in crazy, bro.
I know, right? I don't speak.
Hey, don't stretch that shirt out. You gotta wear that
African
tomorrow when you clock in. Don't do that.
Oh,
Don't do that. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh fuck.
I go to college. I hope you know that.
I didn't say you didn't. I didn't say you didn't. I knew.
I kicked the
when,
bag.
That
I
shirt
kicked
is
the
from
bag.
Celtics.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm saying when I was at work, I only had 2 work shirts, my nigga. I only had 2 work shirts. Don't be stretching them out. You need them for the last long time. Go ahead.
On penis for
I'll
no
do that.
reason. Crazy.
Nigga, you ain't ever worked a job.
But-
Shut your monkey ass up, B-Souls.
All right. All right. All right.
All right. So I have like a question and a half, right?
Yeah.
In the Q&A?
Go ahead.
All right. So how do you break into like YouTube? Because I've listened, like I've been watching Sage's more recent videos. We met your Lyco, by the way, and you was kind of late with the videos, but
What
not
Lyco?
trying to
You
get
didn't
stuck
meet
in a
the last
certain
Lyco.
genre of you.
Well, motherfucker.
Yeah, because you was late on the other.
One, you did
On the
not
other
meet
one.
the light go. Just did not do it. You hit it at 24 hours. I said under 24 hours. Y'all hit it at 24 hours.
Answer his question as to how to break into YouTube.
Breaking in YouTube. I've always been a mindset. I'm still learning so much. Just do it. Advice for anybody, because your first video is gonna be your worst video. I've said that a million times. New advice, I'd say, be careful what you commit to. Know what you're committing to, because when you commit to something, no matter how broad you try to be, you're going to have a niche that people want you to do, whether it's gaming, reactions, whatever it is. People are going to expect a certain thing from you. Make sure that community is make sure the community is strong. Make sure the people in the community are supportive. There's several things that I wish I had known prior to the content I made. I'd probably still be on the basketball tip, but I definitely would have done it a bit differently. But yeah.
His pops called him. He on
Yeah, pops definitely called, bro.
You're not gonna even hear the advice. Well,
Let's
for everyone that has the same.
I heard all the advice on my dad.
Yeah, he on punishment. I ain't gonna lie. Get him up out of here.
All right. To answer that question, I mean, I agree with Sage. Just start. If the question is how to break into YouTube, just start. I feel like a lot of people get stuck in the planning phase instead of just literally making a video. Next thing you know, you've been trying to start a YouTube channel for 3 months and you don't have a video up.
Correct.
So,
I would say best advice I can give you, go on YouTube, find plethora of YouTubers, sub 5,000 subs, and just beg to be put on in their comments. Just beg for a door to open.
That's not a bad strat. I mean, it's so serious. When I was hungry, like hungrier than I am, at least, I definitely was ESPN comments, just posting my link, praying I got a view off it. Going to other sorting last 24-hour posted. If I did a Clippers video, sort by 24, be like, hey, yo, watch my vid. I was geeking. I swear to God, I was geeking. 2 channels with 2 subs, 3 subs, 5 subs. I'm like, yo, check my shit out. They're like, oh, yeah, you a cool dude. We going sub for sub, essentially. I'm like, yeah.
Fuck. Sub. You an asshole.
I sub sometimes. Actually, I sub most of the time. I sub most of the time. I sub most of the time.
Never. Sub for sub is so nasty.
Sub for sub in terms of not watching the content is disgusting. But I was all about, I'm being dead ass, and I know I'm a toxic nigga. I'm being dead ass. If I saw someone post, I would click on their shit every now and then. I may do work to it, work out to it or whatever, but I'd be like, oh, all right, well, shit. He fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with him real quick. Type shit.
I never asked for sub on YouTube.
Oh no, I was horny. I ain't gonna lie. That was
Clubhouse.
Me. I was horny. I 100% was commenting everywhere. I was trying to get my name out there every fucking where. 100%. I ain't gonna lie.
My first 50 subs, swear to God, there was like this app back in like 2014, 2013-ish. It was like Hardwood Aminu back in the day. Niggas remember that app? It was kind of that, but it had like different like groups you can join, and it was basically getting started with YouTubers group. And niggas was dead in there pulling like a word do on Clubhouse organic growth. Like, hey, bro.
Yeah, see, that's OD. That's OD.
Hey,
that's OD.
My first 50 subs, nigga. Hey, bro, look, sub for sub, I got you. I ain't sub to a motherfucker.
It don't even work. It don't even work like that. Get your high school friends, your college friends. Tell them motherfuckers.
Facts.
Shit like that. Like when I'm in class, I'll always play a video on accident and be like, oh yeah, my fault. I was just working on these. Bro. You feel me? And they were like, what you working on?
Page is crazy.
I was like, damn, you asking me? Oh man, I got like a cool 60 subs, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, fuck with that channel. And I was doing music at the time, so everybody was up to the shit because I was the fucking with the music. Teacher played my video at the end of class one time, you know what I'm saying? You gotta
word on mouth.
Do what you gotta do.
Worse than Sage, no cap. I'm writing my YouTube channel name on the fucking board.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Writing that shit out for the next class to come in and be like, yo, who the fuck? As many fucking comments. Yeah, facts. This nigga Bezos already popping in high school. Whoa, congratulations. Right, yeah. But not people that commented on my shit, bro. I found this nigga shit in 3rd period of algebra. Like, yeah, nigga, it worked. But nah, one of my nigga ended up being one of my good mans, basically. But when we first met, we was in class, and nigga was like, yo, you play 2K, bro? But niggas was just talking about gaming. And I was like, yeah, you play Park. He was like, I don't really play Park like that, but you know, you good at Park? I was like, am I good at Park? Nigga. Dumb Church 97 on YouTube. Hey, bro, yeah, man, I put these YouTube videos out sometimes. You know, this is what I do on Park, nigga. Yeah, I was that nigga. Hey, you play 2K? Nigga, look at this real quick, bro. Hey, man, look at these videos, bro.
Bad. Niggas a menace. Hey, listen, that concludes this episode of Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. We'll do the Eastern Conference at a later date. But until then, oh, I got some news. I'm gonna plug my shit. I'll never plug my shit. I'm on the road to 5K subs on YouTube. Awesome. I'm at 4,910. Stop being a bitch.
Awesome.
All right. And then also, I mean, we have 453 right now in the chat. If everybody doesn't go migrate to my shit for real and sub, I will stop doing this. Hoop Concessions is calling. They need a new host. I will be over there. Also on the road to 10K on Twitter. I'm somewhere in the 9Ks. I don't know where I am. 9,300 something, 400 something. So go follow me on Twitter. And last but not least, Mustard, we heard you talk about me last pod on your shit. On a bigger platform, I'm finna talk about you. If you want beef, I can give you sausage, nigga. Stop playing with the kid, all right?
What?
That was the least
I'll make
threatening thing you could
whole
have said.
music video in front of a Tesla, nigga. 2 Teslas. Try me if you want to. I'm gonna have on 2 white sweaters, and I'm gonna change bad bitch jeans. Don't fucking play with me.
Hey, Omar, that was your Tesla, right?
I own it. That's the difference.
Hey, we don't rent Teslas out here. We don't borrow family Teslas.
So somebody clip that shit and send it to Honey Mustard. If he want beef, I can give him sausage.
It's
Hey,
not
hey,
hard.
you and all the concession stand workers on your pod too. It's smoke.
Nigga, we've been trying to do a pod versus these pussy niggas. I mean, one they got it. You know, I'm not gonna talk about it. He gonna say, "Yo, why are y'all on? Y'all are on meat heavy. Y'all are on meat. Y'all wake up and y'all get on meat." Go ahead, somebody.
You sound like you 55, right?
Oh shit. Well,
Is
since
that,
we plug
we just
this
doing
shit-
plugs?
I'm about to say, well,
Oh, listen. So, I'm
we
sorry.
plug your
I'm sorry.
shit.
Be so say bye to the people, man.
Oh, peace out, y'all. Catch y'all on Wednesday.
Damo, say goodbye to the people.
All right, Chaz, been your mom favorite midnight snack, and we will be back live in action Wednesday. Go sub to the boy channel. I ain't plug my channel in a minute. But for some reason, that bitch is
Upload.
still growing. Yo,
That's
you know what's crazy? I
that-
don't
that scratch
upload.
felt good.
Yo, I don't upload at all, and niggas are still subbing and watching my shits. I love you niggas for real.
That's a swag.
Follow me on Twitter. Road to 5K on Twitter, because I'm not fortunate like Omar to have 10K on, one of my accounts. My other account got 10K. But yeah, follow me on Twitter, Dom Church 1, and follow me on Instagram. I'm about to start posting on Instagram, Young Damo 33.
Why? All right, go ahead.
know.
Shit.
That's age.
Shit, I ain't gonna cap. I might stream on YouTube for a change tonight. Definitely go ahead and fuck with me over there. Y'all be easy. I'm gonna go ahead and announce a couple of things. It's not gonna be a long stream. Announce a couple of things over there though.
All right, we gonna catch y'all, man.